Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is the NFL regular season finale. It all comes down to this. The Green Bay Packers at home. The stakes couldn't be any higher. A win punches their ticket into the postseason. After losing to the Tennessee Titans on Sunday Night Football, their season was essentially over. They had a 3-6 record, I believe. Then 2 weeks later, they played Philly after beating Dallas. And if they lost to Philly, everybody was counting the Packers out of the playoffs. They did lose to Philly, but then they never lost again. So the Packers, for them, they win. They're in. Carrie Underwood, fine as hell. Unseen Pets, had trouble finding it, but he's ready to go. I hope you guys are. Let's see if this game lives up to the hype. I think it will. I think we got a good one. Here we go.
Games that'll do that for you. This offensive line, though, I tell you, they're arguably the best in all of football. They can run it. Jared Goff rarely gets touched when he's throwing the football. But defensively, the Lions are ranked 32nd in the league. That's going to be a big challenge here tonight at Lambeau.
It's time.
Here, Chris, in Green Bay, as we've seen around the league all throughout this weekend, the continued incredible outpouring of support for Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin as he thankfully continues to recover.
Only on this stream do you have a guy inside with a t-shirt on, Packer gloves, and a glass of wine. Rodgers is going to kill it tonight. MCDC will have the lines ready, though. Definitely. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.
In a moment of support and love for Damar, and cheer for him and his family as they continue their fight.
All right, just setting up some final things here.
Thank you.
They got a tribute to Damar Hamlin coming up. Oh, no. Why would they go to a commercial break right there? Show some respect.
What? That's so weird. Why would you phrase it like that? But yes. Come on.
No. Don't.
Okay. Obviously, we're dealing with more than just narcissism.
All right. So we got StreamYard. Let's go, Lions. I'm going against you guys. Unseen Pets is going against us. Boo. Boo. Unseen Pets. Boo.
Come to TurboTax and don't.
Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! Woo! As a Bear fans, you hate the Packer more than the Lions. I get it. The Packers have dominated that division for a long time. Yep. Aaron Rodgers, officially the only person in the NFL to, while play for a football team, own a football team at the same time as he is the current and running owner of the Chicago Bears. Has been for about 18 years.
Let's watch it work. Cascade uses gone.
Packers suck.
It rehydrates dried on food, lifts it up, and breaks it down.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a lot of touchdowns, hopefully. Hopefully a lot of hopefully a lot of that. Let's see.
Which one? They're all the same.
Actually, Florida's natural is different. We're a citrus co-op, which means we're owned by the farmers and their families, not some big corporation. So from tree to table, it's all hands in, working together to bring you the most delicious, freshest tasting juice you can find.
Oh, that is different.
Okay, different.
Where do I check out?
2 trees down, you take a right. Florida's natural, together from tree to table.
So what do you guys think here? Do you think the Packers and Lions game, do you think it's going to be close? Do you think the Lions are going to just surprise the world and blow out the Packers? Or do you think the Packers are going to demolish the Lions? What is your prediction? Put your score predictions in the chat. 27, 14, 21, 28, whatever you got. Title Town. Imagine being a fan of a team that's literally called Title Town. X gonna give it to you. As in Jair Alexander. Woo! Bring on those feisty Lions. I live in Titletown. 0 to 99 Lions. That will never happen. First Bears get a first draft pick. Now all I want for Aaron Rodgers is to nominate the playoffs. Rodgers' ownership of the Bears fans are so petty. Especially Rick. They're just like the worst team in the NFL. And they just want the Packers to lose all the time. I live in Titletown. I lived in Titletown for a while. Good place to live. Green Bay, great stadium. I actually, we took an RV there last year in December. Slept outside the stadium. It was the best view ever to wake up and look outside an RV and just see Lambeau Field. Named Titletown. Valdosta, Georgia, named Titletown by ESPN in 2016. So that's Georgia. Okay. That's pretty cool. Being 2018 and stuff like that. December 6, 1961 is when the Green Bay was proclaimed Titletown. 1961. So, will the real Titletown please stand up? Packers suck. Packers suck. I don't care. And Rodgers sucks. Packers suck. I gotta text Rick. He's gonna love it. Oh, it's so funny.
Division rival on Wild Card Weekend. If the Packers win, Matt LaFleur takes his team to the playoffs for a 4th consecutive year.
I said, dude, you'd love the Packers hate energy in the chat. Oh yeah. What else? I got one more thing for you guys. Defer is the option. When the Packers scored, don't worry, I got their touchdown song for you, especially you, Unseen Pets. And we got the kickoff, and it is going to be returned to the 21. Aaron Rodgers has taken the field. And we're going to hear a lot of that today. Green 18. Ooh, a little trickery to start the game. Watson with a gain of 7 to start the ball club. Start the ball club, baby. Get them fired up. Aaron Rodgers, 65% completion for 3,490, 25 touchdowns with a 91.5 rating. We have 2 high schools that won 20 out of 22 state championships. That is dope. All right, Rodgers' first handoff to Aaron Jones is good for Packers. First down. Is that from the Retro Bowl game? Steve wants to know. Let him know. Oh, snap.
Carolina just ran all over this Lions defense. They did not have number 5.
Bugs.
Elliott in there, who's such a key guy as that safety down in the box to help against that run. So we will see how they hold up. But that is job 1 tonight over the Lions.
Packers going to fake the run. Throw to Watson for another first down. First down for Christian Watson.
He's going to touch it 2 out of 3 times here to open the game. And also misdirection 2 out of 3 times. You've got a team in the Lions.
Let's go.
Looking for a chance to knock off the Green Bay Packers here. So they want to try and measure that excitement a little bit and take advantage of it by coming with some misdirection.
All right, Packers approaching midfield. Rodgers under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's taking a shot downfield. Oh! And a flag is out. Woo! First down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And as he did, you could see the grab of that arm, and I think that's what the officials saw right there. Just keeping that arm from getting there.
Uh-oh.
And hoping the right hand.
Are the Packers going to score in 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the game? We are 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. The Packers are lined up on the 5-yard line. Rodgers, shotgun formation. Snap, the handoff, and that is going to be forward progress, about 1 yard. Bugs. Please help me. Please save the Bear fans. He's suffering. 100% chance Collinsworth says something suspicious as hell. Absolutely. He's probably going to, he's going to hit that gaping hole, whatever the case is. Please save the Bears fan. He's suffering. Please help me. It's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. He's not actually he's a Bears fan. He's not a Detroit fan. All right.
Right here, just going to work his way inside to make the hit. So big time, really kind of
AJ Dillon. That's their power back. That's the guy they go to on short yardage situations. Rodgers is going to pass it this time. Looks for Randall Cobb. He's not there. Steps up. Elusive as hell. Oh! Woo!
I think everybody in the house thought the Rodgers were going to run with this one, including A.J. Dillon. He was probably out trying to look for a block.
Oh.
Over the top, a little Patrick Mahomes style, but behind Dillon.
Right behind him. Crosby out for the field goal. And the field goal is good.
Go, Pack, go!
3-0 for the home team. Packers take an early lead. And if the game ended now, the Packers will be in the playoffs. Now, here come the Packers defense. Now, can the Packers defense stop this Lions offense? The Lions offense is a whole different monster when they're playing at home on turf indoors. We saw what they looked like when they played Carolina. They looked awful against the Panthers. The Panthers were able to run for, I think, 260 yards or a crazy number like that. So far, the Lions' run defense held up pretty well. They were on a goal line situation. They've been weak. They've been exploited in the run defense, and that had been a major part of the game plan. The Packers play really good football when they can run the ball successfully, and that is something that Detroit hasn't been able to do very well. So I'm really impressed with Detroit's run defense so far.
When it's Frosty time, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new peppermint Frosty.
It's so bad. Bears song is better. Oh, I have a Bears song. Hold on, I'll play.
Enjoy 2 sportsbook locations with massive video walls and dozens of betting kiosks and windows. New customers bet $5 and get $200 instantly.
Gwendolyn tweets, just eating tiny tacos and drinking a Red Bull in the school parking lot, which gives me an idea. Introducing Red Bull Energy Infusions and 2 flavors that go great with my tiny tacos. Hey Gwen, want to be our college intern? New Red Bull Infusions, a Jack in the Box.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Here we go. Convert. 3, 2, 1. Download. Bear down.
With Al Pacino, Leslie Jones, our friend, Pedro Pascal, Chelsea Handler, among others. All new tonight.
Good vibes in the chat. Thank you, Jinja, for pointing that out. If you're ahead, please don't ruin it for the rest of us. Rob saying if the Bears were to trade number 1 for current player, what player should they go for? I don't think they would. I don't think there's anybody that would take that. Myles Garrett? Somebody like that? The Bears song, please say it's a Super Bowl shuffle. The Beard rap back like 85. Yeah, the Super Bowl shuffle. Thanks, Robert. I couldn't remember. All right. Here we go. 25-yard line. Jared Goff. First play is a rush. And the former Packer, Jamal Williams, is able to gain 4 yards on the carry. Jared Goff, 67% completion rate. 15 touchdowns, 272 yards per game. No picks in the last 8 games. Probably the most impressive of all of those numbers. 0 interception. Taking care of the ball. Playing with gloves on. Can't handle the cold. Look at that. That pass looked like it was thrown with a glove on. Hey, bro, take your gloves off. Take your gloves off. All right. So you got a 3rd down already. Packers need to get in being on the 5. That's a win for the Lions D. Absolutely. Here we go. 3rd down. Incomplete! It's incomplete! But there's a flag on the play. This might be on the Packers. No flag. Yellow glove for a player.
The great interior pressure is generally going to come from that guy right there, Kenny Clark. He is into the Pro Bowl a couple of times, but he is the force that you have to stop inside, and they're going to try and line him up.
So the Packers able to force the Lions to a 3-and-out on their first opportunity. Big leg all the way down to the 10. And he's going to take it to the 22-yard line. No, please spare me. All right, so back on the field in just a jiffy. Aaron Rodgers coming back out. Aaron Rodgers, we saw him take a deep shot last time he was on the field. We'll see if they keep up with that or if they take it easy. The Little Caesars pizza on TV looks so much better than the one that I order every time.
No, it's $8.99 and it's Detroit style deep dish pizza.
Pizza. Ever watch an
Pizza.
catch and bait? That's impossible. AWS analyzes millions of data points with machine learning and AI from every ball, every player, every angle. So when that catch gets hauled in, we're there to tell you it's not impossible.
I texted him. He didn't text me back. I think he's doing something with Nat. But yeah, I know Rick on our predictions episode, he picked the Lions because he hates the Packers. So
It's always going to be the same price.
I'd love to see the Packers get in. Such an incredible story. I mentioned I made a video about how unlikely it was for them to turn around their season. And at the very end of it, it was week 9. Week 9, guys. Rick asked me, is there anybody you have making the playoffs that we're not thinking of right now? And I go, Packers, confidently. Because with Aaron Rodgers, it's the same thing as Tom Brady. It's just a matter of time for them. I never counted out Aaron Rodgers. I just can't do it. And not even like as a Packers fan. Like when we do these episodes, we kind of take our fan hat off and we just try to report how we really feel about the league. And I thought the Packers could turn their season around, and they did. And in that same clip, I have all of the ESPN people talking crap about the Packers. And Colin Cowherd hates Aaron Rodgers more than anybody, probably. He's like making fun of the way he dresses, and he's calling him like a hipster and like a snob and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, it's unhealthy to like hate people that much. Like, I don't actually hate anybody in the NFL. Like, gain of 2, AJ Dillon, give it to the big guy. He said, I'm neutral when it comes to the 2. If the Lions would win and be in, I would probably be rooting for them. But the Packers story is a cool one. Absolutely. That would be a cool story. The Lions and their ability to turn around their season, but they got to feel really good about their club moving forward. Pretty impressive what they've been able to do. All right, Rodgers, 2nd and 8, shotgun formation, standing at the 20. Ball is snapped, thrown. That one goes to Cobb for a gain of 5. And it's going to be 3rd and less than 4. 3rd and 3 coming up.
It was interesting to watch those two guys before the game, wasn't it? Sort of linked arm in arm with Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, Rodgers seems like somebody I would be friends with, 100%. Ooh. Handoff to Jones. Looks like it's not going anywhere, and then somehow he's able to squeak through. It looks like they're going to spot it short, and LaFleur's going for it. 4th and inches. Swallowed up. Detroit with a huge stop. So Matt LaFleur gambles on 4th and inches, takes a shot in their own territory, and Dan Campbell's defense is up for the challenge. He said, and he's met Theo Vaughn, so that's saying something. Yeah, for real. I would love to like sit down podcast style with Rodgers and just chat for a while. I feel like that would be such a great time right there. And it's short. Just waiting for your reaction. Thank you. Thanks for the wait. All right, so Jared Goff taking over on the 31-yard line. Good field position for the Lions. The fake handoff. Good play call. That's going to go all the way into the red zone to the 21-yard line. Amon St. Brown with the catch and run.
St. Brown is just one of those tough guys. I don't think he's the fastest guy in the world, not the toughest guy, the quickest guy, anything. He is just a football player. Get him the ball in big situations.
I think they're going to have to get Amon St. Brown heavily involved in this game if they want to win. All right, Jared Goff. Fresh set of downs in the area of St. Brown. Nothing going. I am expecting some of Jared Goff, like a couple times today. I'm expecting some of these throws to just be off balance throws. It's just he can't play in the cold, so he's playing with a glove. He's a California guy, went to college over there, lived in LA for all those years, plays in a dome, never been to the playoffs. And now he's at the frozen tundra, and he's got gloves on, and he's trying to. It is an advantage that Green Bay has had playing here. You think of Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. You never saw those guys wearing gloves. Always with the red hands. They just got used to it. They're just built different. They're built for this type of cold weather game. Good job on Quay Walker. First round draft pick out of Georgia, really coming into form. Big third down here, 3rd and 9. From here, it would be a 37-yard field goal. And, he read that perfectly. And that's going to bring out the field goal unit. And Goff had that, but he just hesitated way too long. I don't know what he was waiting for. Damn, it looks freezing there. What's the weather right now? 21 degrees.
A little bit early, but sort of that
Low of 17.
timing there, I guess.
Probably a pretty good no call at the end of the day. Michael Badgley
All right, and the field goal is good.
to tie the game. So the gamble by
It looked like it was right, and then it came back through. So the field goal is good. Detroit has 3. Time to update the ticker. And we expected this to be a ball game, right? 2 teams playing for it all. And the field goal is good. That's what I'm talking about. So we got Unseen Pets fired up. He's a Bears fan. Doesn't want to see Rodgers in the playoffs. Field goal is good. Tie ball game. We're not going to play the Go Pack Go when Detroit does something good. Only when the Pack. Oh my gosh! I'm not wearing the glove. I haven't been wearing the magic glove. What is wrong with me? Okay. My bad. Sorry for Packers Nation. That was my fault.
And it gets you seen by the right people.
Good thing I caught it early, though.
All without having to do one dance move.
Hey, sorry I missed your game.
It's okay.
You see that? That's when I realized it's time to finally do the things we've been talking about for years. So we're making plans for right now.
Northwestern Mutual.
Start your plan today with a Northwestern Mutual financial advisor and spend your life.
Don't you dare put the glove on. Gloves on. The gloves on. The gloves are off. See how much water I got in here. Man, I opened that door too much. It's cold out.
One day, you might realize it's time to switch things up. When your sisters come to town and you say,
Tommy.
crushed it, little bro. When your friends come over to watch the game. No, when you go to the game. Tony Power move. When you realize your vacation days won't use themselves and it's time for an out of office. Way happy. When you're with Amex, it's never a question of if you'll make it happen. It's when.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. Those of you who've done the bucket list trip here to Lambeau, you know it's expanded a lot recently. It's Titletown, that area. Hotels, shops, ice skating.
Wow.
Down the hill there. So much.
That's like a good time. I feel like every sports fan should go to a Packers home game. I got a buddy who's a big Rams fan, and he recently went to the Packers game and had so much fun. Ooh, good return. Outside, stays on his feet. All the way to the 33. And Rodgers coming back onto the field. No gloves. No gloves.
Sanderson High School, John Kaminsky, Charleston.
Malcolm Rodriguez, Barry Sanders University, Alex Anzalone, Gator Boy, Jerry Jacobs, Harvard, Jay Kerr, Zolai, No Life,
Deshaun Elliott, Rockwall Heath High School.
Ready! Green 18!
They have a good time with their lineups, that's for sure. They haven't had a good time on defense. Most yards allowed in the league. Fourth most points.
They're going to run it. You think they're running it? They're so balanced right now. I don't know what to do. Rodgers, a great move. Great move there by Jones. Aaron Jones had nothing going on.
This is an interesting game for me to watch.
No. Does it mean I have a problem if 2 Rangers don't even give me a buzz anymore? Body blue, raised arms. Haha. No. Body blue, raised arms. No, not at all. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't say so. I would just say you built tolerance. Oh, shoot. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. Green 18. Hut. Snap. Goes to Dylan, and he fights. He goes to the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him.
They beat the Packers at Ford Field 15-9. Rodgers threw 3 picks in that game. 2 coming in the red zone against Dan Campbell's team.
Strong left side of this offensive line now with David Bakhtiari back.
Here we go.
From right tackle over to left guard, and that really has been the focal point of this offense. Running and the pass protection of those 2 guys.
Rodgers, shotgun formation. First and 10. And they're going to run it again with A.J. Dillon, and that's going to be a gain of 4 yards. A.J. Dillon.
Here's a good example of that left side of the offensive line coming around and leading the way here. So, again, a lot of body blows early by the Green Bay Packers, and they are sticking to it. Give credit to Aaron Rodgers because it's really easy for him to look down that field and say, all right, I really like some of my matchups out here.
Sorry about that. Didn't miss a play, though. 2nd and 5. Rodgers, shotgun formation. Let's go. We got Cheese and Tyler in the chat. That is my brother Rodgers going deep. Caught! Watson! Let's go. Christian Watson has been the reason, in my opinion, the Packers have turned this whole thing around. Rodgers losing Devontae Adams is a huge deal. You can't replace a guy like that. And they couldn't find that guy to fill those shoes. Those are big shoes of Devontae Adams, but Watson sure is coming pretty close to it at this point. Just took a little bit. Got to trust the process. Green 18, we got Rodgers. Ooh, he's going to flip it to Lazard, and Lazard is going to go for just a gain of 2. Gain of 1.
Aiden Hutchinson really has been everything they could have hoped for this year and more. And
all right, we're going to be calling in my brother.
I don't even think he could believe.
Watching the game right now. Is this the brother always going to Jacksonville games? No, it's not. That's my uncle was at the Jacksonville game. My brother lives in Miami. And that one is thrown and caught at the 20-yard line. Packers are officially in the red zone.
The linebackers for the Detroit Lions.
What's going on, dude?
Hanging out, watching the game.
Packers in the red zone, 3-3. How are you feeling?
I wasn't too stoked on that 4th down. You know, I like how we want to get momentum early and all that, but I wasn't super stoked. Oh man, I wasn't super stoked on that. That call, that jet sweep. Like I don't know how I like that. You should have just put it that.
Yeah, it seemed a little aggressive. You're a little bit ahead of me, so just keep that in mind. Rodgers. Oh, Aiden Hutchinson is going to kill himself for not getting that strip sack. Rodgers was down. He looked like he was down. The defensive coordinator's pointing fingers. I think he's down. It's all right. You got Crosby. Take the 3.
Yeah.
Take the 3. So yeah, super aggressive in the beginning. I mean, they were where were they on the 30-yard line?
Something like that between 30 to 40. Set them up for that field goal.
So
how did your Broncos do?
Oh, they did awesome. It was crazy because if Baltimore won, the idea was that, hold on one second, 49 attempt is up and it's right down the middle. That's money. Crosby in vintage form right now. So yeah, they were like, if Baltimore wins, they're gonna end up resting all their starters because the Chargers, their seed is locked. There's nothing to gain, and the Chargers literally come into Denver and they play all their starters, and they basically treat Denver as a tune-up game to get into the playoffs, and Denver won. So they ended up pulling Justin Herbert when the game got out of reach in the 4th, and it was definitely a good feeling to see at least your team go out with a fight. You know, you don't want to see them just suck.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Russ running around a little bit. You know, I saw the little dot that he had, and a little 8-yard touchdown after the little yak yards. He looked good today.
Definitely. Are you on the stream right now? We got Jinja saying, "What's up, Kyle's brother from Star 6 Media, super fan." Haha.
Yeah, me and Ginger were, what were we talking about? Thumbs.
Yeah, you guys were calling me thumbs last time.
Yeah. I saw somebody on the golf course today, Thumb, and I thought about you.
That's awesome, dude. I was golfing the other day, and I used that tee with the naked lady on it, and I thought about you.
Yeah, that's thoughtful.
Yeah. So what do you think for this game? Oh, damn, I just ruined my good pants. That football's peeling. Shedding. I have a shedding football. Get a real leather ball, folks. So what do you think that this is going to be a nail biter going to the end, or do you think this could be like the Vikings game?
I mean, I really do believe in the dome team disadvantage. You know, for them to be up in Detroit and have that and not be playing in like the frozen tundra as often. It really is a factor, man. I went to that game last year and I told you, like, I don't understand how someone is running and catching and throwing a ball at like 15 below zero. You know, I'm standing there not doing anything athletic and I could barely feel my fingers.
Yeah.
So I really do. I mean, and then obviously you could see that this defense right now is just attacking. That's why we were running so many misdirections. You know, everybody was over pursuing and like just those little handoffs, and then obviously getting AJ Dillon in the game helps so much, man. He misses every first tackle.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then he's setting up those hard play actions. Like everybody, they're committing, then boom, Christian Watson down there. So we just gotta keep doing what we're doing.
That's what I said too, because the Lions played the Panthers 2 weeks ago, and they were on, I think, like a 5-game win streak at that point. Their last loss was in Thanksgiving against Buffalo by that last second field goal. So the Lions were rolling, and then they go into Carolina and they get steamrolled, and I think they gave up like 260 yards on the ground. So I mean, if you think about game plans, it was like, okay, Green Bay is going to have to run the football. They are a better football team when they are running it effectively. Like that's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Detroit, you know, that's a weakness you can exploit. So when I saw that goal line stand, I was like, oh, Detroit, they're trying to stop the run. Like they understand what the Packers are thinking. I mean, if you and I can figure it out, like so can Dan Campbell. Like they're going to do everything they can to stop the run. And you see, last thing I'll say, because we got Goff back onto the field. Where is he? 23-yard line. The first run is going to be by the ex-Packer, Jamal Williams. Imagine if they would have kept Jamal Williams. Jesus. So you're mentioning the cold weather. The Lions are like a completely different team when they're playing at home in the dome. Like,
hang on, let me cut you off real quick. Can you move the phone out of the way of the camera so we can all see your beautiful face?
Thank you. The Lions, you know, they play so well at home, and it just doesn't translate on the road. Like they can get some wins, but they really dominate kind of in the dome. And I was thinking about the quarterback. I'm drawing a blank right now. San Francisco, Jared Goff. Thank you. I was thinking about him like being from California and then playing in LA and not really experiencing cold, and then never being in the playoffs, so not playing games in January. And then, you know, he doesn't have a lot of history, and he comes out here wearing gloves. Am I like overthinking it, or is there going to be some off throws because of the gloves?
I mean, dude, there's been one guy in history that I can think of that wore it every game, and that's Roethlisberger. I know Brady wore the one in his left hand, but dude, yeah, you and I both know you've thrown a ball, you've played football, you've thrown the ball as a receiver back to your quarterback with gloves on it. It is very weird. It does not come off the fingers the same way. And then imagine you add that to how cold and hard that ball is right now. Look at it.
Yeah.
So difficult.
Definitely. I know last year you were at the divisional round against the 49ers. That didn't go the way that we planned. That was their first game because they had the first seed, so they had the bye. And then the 2 weeks before that, the season finale, I was actually at that game. And that, I know, dude, it was so cold. Like, we were going to the bathroom just to get around like some body heat. Like, it was that bad. It's just like one thing to see it on TV, and it's just another thing when you're there. You're like, I mean, this one, I think it's 21 degrees right now, so it's nothing like what you and I were at. But those 20 degrees make a huge difference. When it gets down to 0 and below, it's like, I'm just like you. I can't even fathom how they can be like running routes and doing what they do. Another thing is there's a lot of cramping usually in cold weather games because people don't feel like they need to hydrate as much as hot weather games, but that's not actually the case. So we'll see if that comes into play. But yeah, man, I'm going for the Packers. I got a Packer glove. If you've been following the show, I've been wearing the. Yeah. How'd you know? That was actually really good. Yeah. This is a. No, actually, it's not. It's something I can't pronounce. It was actually brought from Italy, so it's in Italian. But it's really good, really dry.
Show the label to us. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Sarah. Let me see. Holy shiznit.
Danny.
Dude, yeah, that is absolutely Italian.
Dude, Danny in the chat. Tyler sounds like he has a lazy eye.
I mean, that's not really cool, dude. Come on.
It's so funny. I read that comment and I didn't even see it was Danny. And I was like, dude, who is this asshole?
Yeah, you know him.
Oh, that's awesome. Glad to have you guys. Go Packers. You'll see I got some music downloaded just for this game that include the Packers touchdown theme song, the Go Pack Go, and then, of course, NBC Sunday Night. So we'll be playing those as appropriate. Don't want to burn them out. Got to wait for the right moment. But
Whoa, and you didn't do Little Wings green and yellow?
I thought about it, but no, I didn't.
You thought about it?
Yeah, I actually did. I downloaded The Bears Still Suck, but I figured I would just go with 3. But you know what? We'll have some green and yellow. So the call is reversed. Good challenge by Green Bay, not charge a timeout. 8 seconds left in the first, and Packers got a 3-point lead. Thanks for calling in, dude. If you want to call back around halftime, we can talk about the first half of the game if you're down.
Let's do it.
All right, GG. I'll talk to you later.
GG's.
See ya. All right. So that is my brother. We got Danny in the chat talking about Tyler's lazy eye. He is Steve says he's the Green Bay Michael Jackson as the punt is off. This one is going to be returned, caught at 30, breaks away, gets away from a guy, tries to get the corner, but good return by 25. And that's going to be really good field position for Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers coming out. You got to love the fact that he has not changed his helmet in 18 years. I admire that. I really do. No visor, no gloves, no rib pads, just Green Bay Packer. The next Green Bay Packer quarterback better follow suit. Go Cheese. Go Packers. Cheese, please. And then we got, of course, Unseen Pets with the Green Bay sucks comments. Really doesn't like the Packers. Big Bears fan. Doesn't like watching the owners of the Bears on national TV. Green Bay with the handoff to Watson. They've been doing a lot of those today. We've seen a couple of those wide receiver handoffs. This one's going to cross midfield, and that's going to be your last play of the first quarter. Your score, Green Bay 6, Detroit 3. Winner gets in. We expect this to be a hard-fought win coming down to the wire here. So let me update this ticker for you guys. Gotta promote the right score here. All right, to the comments, we got let's go Mazo balls, Mazo ball soup. Green Bay sucks. Green Bay suck. All right, that's too many. I'll hit it once. I'm not gonna hit it 3 times. Oh, you guys are wrong for that. So obviously, just to do a quick recap, 46-yard attempt to win the game for Seattle was no good. It sent the game into overtime, and then a 32-yarder was good for the Seahawks to win 19-16. And with that win, Detroit has no path to the playoffs. All they can do is play spoiler. Green Bay loses, which is something I don't foresee, and the Seahawks would be escorted to that 7th seed, which means they would play the 49ers next week. So a lot of people have been asking about who do I have in the Super Bowl. I want to be perfectly clear. He said, okay, I'm done now. If the Packers beat the 49ers in San Francisco, should they win this game? I like the Packers' chances to win it all this year. And I have specifically in real life been to a Packers game. Brett Favre, his very last Packer game, where the Packers were 13-3 that year, and they played the Giants, who made it in with a 7-9 record, 7-9, and they beat the Packers, and then they went into the New England Super Bowl and beat a 19 or 18-0 Patriots team that is, hadn't lost that whole season. You cannot discount what momentum is going into the playoffs. Like, look at Staley playing his starters. I mean, that should show you everything you need to know right there. Like, it matters going into the postseason hot. And the Packers, they win this game. In my opinion, they're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Haven't lost since they played the Eagles. You got to feel good about where the Packers are at right now. And if they can close this one out, they're going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs. Steve in the chat, what's going on, Steve? He said someone needs to make a gif of Michael Jackson's body with the Green Bay glove on and Kyle's head. That would be dope. Definitely do that. And Ginger said the fact that this channel doesn't need admins makes it awesome. There's love in the comments when one isn't needed. Absolutely. Oh, did Watson hold on to that? It looked like, or that was Lazard. Incomplete. Watson would have caught it. Watson would have caught it. Damn it. Every time I take the glove off, something stupid happens. He's trying to tuck the ball into his body and he loses it. Goes, in a few years, the Packers will be bowing to the Bears. And that has been said for the last 2 decades. One day it might be true if you say it long enough. 3rd and 4 minutes, 54 seconds in the second. Packers with the ball, trying to get a touchdown, take a 10-point lead. Field goal would be nice. Touchdown would be better. Worst case, if they don't get it, probably got really good field position. All right, Roger scanning, looking, throwing, caught the glove every time I put the glove on. And that, I think that calls for a
Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go!
First down. Tunyon's a beast out there, making contested catches, holding onto the ball, keeping control. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are at the 29-yard line. 9 yards away from the red zone. Lazard in motion. See if this one's a handoff. It is. Goes to Dylan. I felt like it was a handoff because of how lackluster Lazard was at the line of scrimmage. Do you have a setup where we can become members, like $2 a month fee? If not, you guys should set one up. I would like to join. Keep the glove off and turn off the music. Do you have a setup where we can be members, like a $2 a month fee? If not, you guys should set one up. We will at some point definitely set one up But right now we're trying to build a fan base. But I really appreciate the fact that that's something that you would do, Ginger. I'll talk to Rick about it for sure. Oh, AJ Dillon dropped it. Remember, to us, it looks like a football. To them, it's a rock. Still should have caught it. Not making excuses. But Rodgers pointing around, scanning. He's so agile. He carries his body well. Not happy about that one. He said, F, come on. Rodgers, just one of those guys that doesn't hold his emotions back, but if you're playing with him, you know that he loves you. 3rd and 5. Shotgun. Rodgers scanning, looking, avoiding. Oh, tries to avoid it. There's a flag on the play. This might be in the area of holding. If it is, I would expect this to be declined and Crosby to come running out. And it is holding on number 73. That is going to be a... Ooh. Thought they would decline it. And they're going to go ahead and push him back, try to make a field goal a little bit harder, assuming this 3rd down is going to be an unsuccessful play. Aiden Hutchinson's on one. That dude can play. Okay, so they did decline it. Belay my last. 4th and 11, 48-yard attempt coming up for Crosby, who looked pretty good his first couple kicks. I expect him to put this one right down the middle. The glove. And that one is right down the middle. Great day for Mr. Crosby. So the Packers take a 6-point lead. Sniper. He is a sniper today. You know, it's harder for people to kick in the cold too, but Crosby's been doing it for a long, long time. And you know, we watch. This is like a good point to keep in mind, which I didn't know this until I saw like an interview with a kicker that played for the Broncos, and me and Rick were talking about it. How kickers, we see them, you know, just on Sundays kicking, but when there's like really bad, let's say a bad storm coming through, 30-mile-an-hour winds, stuff like that, kickers actually like go to practice and kick the ball. You like no game on, you know, it might be 7 p.m. Kickers use, you know, inclement weather as an opportunity to train. And Max Crosby's been in Green Bay for I don't even know how long, I think over a decade. So, you know, he's gonna have an advantage over Detroit's kicker, who I'm trying to remember. I think it's Gano. That might be the Giants. They used to have Matt Prater until he went to the Cardinals. I swear, if I hear that song one more time, hopefully you will. If not, that means things didn't go too well for the Packers. So we got to have that green and yellow theme song, some Lil Wayne. God, I'm such a nerd. Lil Wayne coming up right here. Go ahead and hit that close button. Hey, you guys request it, and I'll grant it. And green and yellow coming right up. Downloading straight from WorldStar. Shout out WorldStar. Got it. Green and yellow is officially on the queue, and it will be played at the appropriate time. Bam. That Lil Wayne green and yellow is a good jam. Jinja, a fan of it. Jinja appreciates the suggestion, as do I. All right, so it's 3-9. Little bit of a a grinder at this point. Physical game. That's what I expect out of Dan Campbell's team. A extremely physical football game. And then if the weather doesn't even add to that, this one's going to be returned, caught just on the edge of the end zone, and it's going to be downed at the 25. So same as a touchback. 12 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second. The Packers are 28-3 at home versus the Lions. Yikes. The Packers have dominated. Hey, Bears fans, the Packers have dominated the Lions even more than the Bears. So, if anything, the Lions should hate the Packers more than the Bears, but we all know that's not true. Quay Walker shoves his linebacker to get to the right spot. That's a rookie that knows what he's doing over there. All right, Packers showing that they're, set up to stop the run, and they are. Lions run it anyway, and that's what I'm talking about physicality. Dan Campbell's going to do that. The Packers are going to line up to stop the run, and Dan Campbell's going to say, dope, we're going to run it. We're going to run it anyway. So this game is going to come down to physicality. Dan Campbell is trying to send a message by running it when the Packers are lined up clearly to stop the run. Goff under center here on 2nd and 8. He's going to 3-step drop, scanning, looking, tossing, and it's completed, but he has to go down to make the catch. His knees on the ground. He'll be touchdown a yard short. 12 minutes remaining. All right. Jen just said, Favre is a steaming bag of shit as a human, though, Steve. Here we go, Steve. My bad. Put the cart in front of the horse. Favre Rodgers for you all. I got to go with the gunslinger Favre myself. Love watching him play. Flea flicker on 3rd down. Goff says him. Oh, no! That could have been picked. What the? There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh. Whew. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Look. Wow. 81,441 people just shit their pants at the same time because this game is sold out. Including, that doesn't count all the people that shit their pants watching. Look, this should have never been completed. That is holding by definition. Oh, yeah, when you sling somebody's body. What is this? UFC? Look. Can we see the catch, please? No, we can't. Okay. That should have never been completed. Okay. I'm going to get to that Rodgers thing in a second. Let's lock in here. Shotgun formation, Goff standing at the 20. Snap, 3-step drop, looking. He's going to throw it to the check down. There's 2 Packers there. Oh, man. And they got out-physicaled. I don't even know if that's a term, but Jackson told them to sit down and, hey, it's gut check time. See that? Look at that. There's nothing I hate more than that as a fan. I mean, when you get, I'll get out-physiqued, outmatched. I don't want to be outmanned. That should have never been a first down. 10:45 left, 2nd down. All right, they're huddling up. I'm going to take a look at this question. He said, I'll go with the gunslinger. Loved watching him play, even if he loses his court cases. Favre's a piece of shit as a human. Rodgers, no question. Better IQ, better movement. I agree. Rodgers is much better than Favre. He threw 9,000 picks in his day. All right, so fake handoff from Goff, trying to take a shot downfield, and that's going to be complete. Haven't had to say Jareer Alexander today, probably because they're not looking his way. That was on Douglas. Douglas is the guy that made the interception to seal the Christmas win against the Dolphins. There's a lot of wasn't terrible defense, just a good play. Handoff, Goff, right up the middle, man. They are just, let's go. Dude, you know what? I might burn a timeout if I'm Green Bay right now. I'm not even kidding. And I'm not a person that likes to waste timeouts, but you're getting out physicaled right now. You know, burn a timeout, give them some water, and just let them know what needs to be done. Detroit trying to keep their foot on the gas here. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 1. Goffo! He lets the ball go. And that sack happens with 9 minutes left as we go under 8:55 left in the second quarter. So Wyatt able to get home here. And Goff actually loses the ball. And luckily the ball doesn't make a big bounce. Barely fell out of his hands, so he just kind of gets back on top of it. 3rd and 6, shotgun formation, 8:30 left in the ball game. Ball is snapped at 8:28. Handed off, and it is going back to that one is to Swift, running back out of Georgia, I believe. DeAndre Swift. If they're DeAndre Swift. I mean, it's no secret right now what Detroit's doing. And this is what Green Bay should be doing. This is you gotta stop him here. Keep that 3-point lead. Let's go. Snap. 7:47. Goff fakes handoff. Play action. Throws this one into the dirt. He was inside. That's intentional grounding. He was in. Oh, he's saying the fullback was there. I didn't see the fullback, and he definitely wasn't outside the pocket. Let's see. Was there even a fullback there? Look at that. He's inside. He's definitely inside the box. Who's he throwing that to? Who are you throwing that to? You threw it in the back of your lineman. There was no fullback there. That was a terrible no call. The announcers won't talk about it. I will. 2nd and 10. 7 seconds left on the play clock. 7:42 left in the game. This is going to go back to Swift. Not fooling anybody this time. Oh, my God. I forgot to put the freaking glove on. No wonder they're driving. What is my deal? Dude, I need some duct tape. So close to scoring that touchdown. I was so mad I quit. Crazy hold for real. I agree Rodgers is better overall, but I'm old enough to have watched both players' career. Yes, Favre is a douche, but I still love watching him play. Yeah, hard to doubt. You know, hard not to enjoy watching somebody truly just have fun. You know, when he was on the football field, he wasn't 45 or however old he was. He was a kid. All right, shotgun formation. 3rd and 14. Big 3rd down coming up for the Packers. They send – all right, so they're just going to go to check down to Swift, and that was a play where, hey, I don't want to take a sack because it'll make a really difficult field goal. Let's just make this field goal a little easier to kick. And here comes the kicker for the Lions. I got to get that last name down. And they won't show me the back of his jersey. Batchley. All right. Big kick right here. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. 46-yard attempt. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. That's up. It's no good. The glove. The freaking glove, guys. The glove is real. The glove is real. Where are we at?
What up?
What up?
Got Knox in here with me. This ain't a diss song. But yeah, you know what it is. I'm a cheesehead, y'all niggas cheese whiz. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's nothing. That Super Bowl ring, that's nothing. Pull up in your town when you see me, you know everything. Green and yellow.
Green and yellow.
I put it down. representing for my team. I'm in green and yellow,
Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. All right, so let's hit some of these comments here. We got Tyler with the boom. All right, so Steve, I wonder if Rodgers has the most wins by a QB against a single team during his career against the Bears. It's probably Brady with him playing over 2 decades, now working on 3. It is Brady, and it is, I believe it's Brady over the Dolphins, actually. I looked at this like last year. Most wins over single team. Brady ties Favre's record for most wins against any team. New England led team to, it was against Buffalo. Isn't that ironic? Now that Buffalo is good again. So Brady tied Favre's record. Brady now owns a spectacular 26-3 record against the Bills, where Favre finished 26-9 against Detroit Lions. Yeah, a lot of people are throwing out the Bears. Detroit was like trash for so long. A lot of these records that have to do with dominance is going to be the Lions. I mean, my entire life, I'm 28 years old, and I think that maybe 1 year the Lions were good. They've been bad my whole life, guys. That's a solid question, Steve. Man, Brady against the Dolphins or Jets? Yeah, it was actually the Bills. Big Ben killed Cleveland too. Ginger, exactly my point of liking to watch him. Entertainment for sure. His style points limited. His chances of rings, but it was enjoyable to watch. Peyton dominated the Texans. Yeah. That's another one. I think that was tied to up there. True, you're probably right, Ginger. It's probably Brady against the Jets or Dolphins. Please stop with the glove. Where's your other glove? Please, we're not going to talk about the Packers and Bears. Damn, that was during the time they had Barry Sanders. Rodgers is going to throw this one to Watson on first down. Watson gets it. Go. Whew. The elusiveness to stay in bounds there. Good job. We're not going to talk about we're on the right track, Steve. All right. My other glove is right here, right next to me. I got my glove right here, but the good luck has never come from wearing both of them. It's like a one-time thing. I don't know. It's just a one glove thing. I didn't even have this other glove until yesterday, so I don't want to try new shit at this point. All right, Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation, ball at Detroit's 49, man in motion, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Ooh, this one's going to be stopped. Packers going to call timeout. Guess LaFleur was worried that they weren't going to be able to get that one off. What do you think of this top 5 list of What do I think of this top 5 list of top 5 QB potential? 1 Mahomes, 2 Allen. Top 5 QB potential. It's a little early. It's a little early for all of those quarterbacks to be considered besides Mahomes. All right. Rodgers, shotgun formation. Tyler likes the timeout. This one's going to be a draw to Aaron Jones. That one's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe you lost a half yard, but it's first down. No big deal. And here we go. So we talked about this earlier. Christian Watson. It was like the first play of the game. Drops this ball, and it kind of felt like that was going to be the story of the season for the Packers. But redemption is a sweet story. Christian Watson, through week 9, only had 10 catches. Since he's got 29, and he's got like 7 touchdowns. Honestly, I stopped keeping track. At one point, Rodgers going to throw this one. Check down to Tunyon. Tunyon's going to bring it within 4 for a manageable third down. At one point, Watson had, I think, I think he had like 6 Lambeau leaps in 4 games, something crazy like that. Thanks for the Brady Bills info, Kyle. Of course. Cheers, Steve. I don't think Mahomes is potential, and I don't think Mahomes is potential anywhere. Not even Allen. I think Mahomes is going to be the greatest quarterback ever. That's my opinion. But until he proves longevity, he doesn't deserve to be discussed. But if he can keep up what he's doing, definitely. All right, 3rd and 5. This one's going to be stopped. Now, who stopped it this time? Delay a game. So we talk about a manageable 3rd down. You get within 3rd and 4. You got to feel good about those 3rd downs. I mean, how do you not get a play off? You have an entire play clock. Like, there's absolutely no excuse for that. These are fundamentals as a coach. Get the play out, get the play called, get to the line. That's 2 in a row. You just had to burn a timeout. Yeah. It's a game-altering penalty, potentially. I don't like that. All right, shotgun formation, a quick slant to Tunyon, and he's going to get 1 yard short of where they were before the penalty. That play would have worked great before that false start. Such BS. They might still maybe do some kind of hard count. 4th and 1 would be better. Rodgers shotgun standing at the 50. The ball is there. It is. Free play. Rodgers, the best in the league at the free play. 4th and 1. Kelsey probably go down as the best tight end ever to do it. I agree. The disrespect to go for this. Top potential, I think, is Trevor and Herbert right now. Definitely agree. There's a lot of talent in the NFL right now. I think there's more talent at the quarterback position right now in the NFL than potentially ever. There's maybe 5 teams that don't have a quarterback. Every other team has like a for sure guy. It used to only be a couple elites. All right, here we go. 4th and 1. This one's going to be a run, and that's going to go A.J. Dillon. I don't think they were ever going to go for it on 4th and 6. I think they were trying to draw them off sides, and if they got them off sides, they would have gone for it on 4th and 1. And I don't know if I made that like crystal clear when they were lined up on 4th and 6, but that makes perfect sense to me. That's a cheap 1st down. You got to take advantage of those. And they're going to go no huddle. See if to take a deep shot here. So 2-minute warning. Rodgers laughing, trying to get another cheap 5 yards. The GOAT at the hard count for sure. Huge for the program. Justin Fields has potential. Yeah, I mean, look around. I mean, Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson. I mean, you could just go division to division. I mean, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson. You can say that he's washed, whatever. He's still a serviceable quarterback. Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray. We've seen him be good. You look at Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff. Jared Goff seems like, not that great, but he actually is pretty damn good this year. Top 10 quarterback in the NFL this year. He just doesn't have a lot of style points, so he doesn't get a lot of credit. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Tua, Josh Allen. I mean, there's just so many good quarterbacks right now. Trevor Lawrence. I'd say the AFC South is the worse off with quarterbacks, but I think Derek Carr is going to get traded to the Titans this offseason. That's my home for Derek Carr. I think it's a good fit. Damn, commentators just said, look at the smile on Aaron Rodgers' old face. Dude, shots fired at Lambeau. Tua concussions. 1 season. You think he's one and done? You think Tua is a one and done because of the injuries? Or do you think he should be one and done? Because I think those are two different conversations. And we are back at Lambeau. Looks like a good time. Title town, sold out crowd. So one thing they all have in common, they love the Packers. Green Bay, love for DeMar, keep fighting. We got a lot of supportive signs. We've seen support around the league today for DeMar Hamlin, and we wish him a continued recovery. Glad to see that he's doing well. All right. Rodgers 1st and 10. The 2-minute warning is over. Shotgun formation. He's got Dillon and Jones in the backfield. This is going to be a handoff. Aaron Jones is going to fight his way to a gain of 7. And 1:47 left. I think Bryce Young will be injury prone too, but I hope not, but I could see it. Yeah. I'm going to come back to that comment when this drive ends, Jinja. That's a good conversation piece. All right, 1:25 left. Packers trying to be the last one with the ball. Little screen to Aaron Jones. He loses the ball. No! Damn! Wait a minute. If his foot was out of bounds when he recovered it, it's Green Bay's ball. They called it Detroit's ball, but the first guy that jumped on the ball, he bobbled it, and then another guy jumped on the ball, and his foot might have been touching out of bounds when he recovered it. When did he establish full possession of the ball? Let's see. Right? Oof. I thought we might take a better look at that. Maybe we'll come back to it. Damn. Seen the Packers make a couple mistakes. There's that fumble, the 4th down that didn't go their way. You had the A.J. Dillon drop pass. They're definitely not playing mistake-free football. So, gotta tighten it up. Okay, so going back to this comment right here, Ginger. He said, I think he'll be injury prone too. I hope not, but I could see it. Just took some medicine. We got Tyler taking some medicine in the chat. Pac McAfee meds. Love to see it. So Sean Payton, one of the great offensive minds of the NFL for a long time. He said he would have model types for every position. So quarterback, 6'2" or higher, 220 pounds or more. And when they were drafting, they would have to say, does that player fit the model? And if he didn't fit the model, they would say this. Does he have, it was like some kind of phrase like, does he have it? Does he have it? The intangibles, right? So if you're going to take a player, basically what they're saying is if you're going to take a player that is like Bryce Young or like Drew Brees, right? A player that doesn't fit the model for their position group. The next question is, does he have the intangibles? Does he have the stuff that you can't coach? Is he godlike? That's what Sean Payton said. Is he godlike? And based on the answer to that question is if they're going to take him. So you don't take a good quarterback that's not the model type. You take a godlike quarterback that's not the type model. So the real question is Bryce Young godlike? And that'll be up for the owners and GMs and personnel people to decide. But here we go. They're looking at it. Let's take a look here. When does he have a full recovery? Is the ball moving while an ass cheek hits out? No. Aaron Jones, 5th fumble this season. Still not as bad as Melvin Gordon. All right, Jared Goff, shotgun, standing at the 10. Throws this one out. Oh, I feel a pick coming. I feel an interception coming. It's Jareer Alexander time. I have a question. I've seen you cheer for the Packers and the Broncos. Which team do you cheer for the most? The Broncos. I was born in Wisconsin, so they're my second favorite team. Oh, there's the pick. I love the aggressive bat down, but let's get a little receiver. Let's channel some inner receiver on that. Look at this. I guess that wasn't catchable. It's easy to say that when you see it fast. He laid out to be able to bat that ball down. That was not catchable. I take it back. .52 seconds left. Clock stopped. 3rd and 5. Packers 2 timeouts. Let's see what happens here. The outcome of this play will determine how aggressive Green Bay will get. Oh. Let him go. There you go. Don't need 15 free yards. First down, Amon St. Brown. It's going to stop the clock. That's the key for the Lions to win this game, is to get Amon St. Brown involved. That's their best player. But New Orleans was junk at the time. Great defense. Definitely great defense. All right, Swift. Gain of 3. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Oof. Another completion for a first down, and Jared Goff and the Lions are driving. 35 seconds left in the half. Excuse me. All right, so you're going to have your first timeout. All right, so we were talking about Sean Payton, I believe, and we had this comment right here by Legendary Pest Control said, but New Orleans was junk all the time. And now that Sean Payton is being considered the best head coach candidate on the market, I've seen a lot of people making comments about Sean Payton not being that great. I just want to remind everybody that Andy Reid was he had a .609 winning percentage, so over 500, but he never won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 is going to be completed short of a first down. They're going to be 4 yards short. 29 seconds left in the half. Kyle's an alcoholic. He's trying. I'm not. Let's see. Oh, you need to change the score. Oh, that's what's going on. Dude, I get so into the game. My bad. Green Bay 9. There we go. There we go. All right, 30 seconds left. Obviously, Green Bay, number one goal right now. Eliminate the opportunity for a field goal. Jared Goff, shotgun formation. Standing at the wrong side of the 4D if you're a Lions fan. And we got the snap. Quick throw. This one's to Swift. Swift makes a man miss and goes all the way to, what is that, the 46? Oh, so they play the don't pack go when they're trying to build momentum, not just when they do something good. All right. Oh! Almost picked off. Is that Campbell? Almost got it. So 5 seconds left. I think we're going to get a Hail Mary right now. He's wearing gloves inside drinking wine. He's a mom. What the? All right. God, I hate you so much. The glove is for you, by the way. I didn't even get a thank you. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. 5 seconds left. Green Bay is going to call a timeout. We've seen a memorable Hail Mary between these teams. I believe it was Rodgers to Rodgers, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure what would mean more to Alexis. Clearly, they'd like to go to the playoffs, but they would love to knock the Green Bay Packers out and would love to have a winning record this season.
What the? Still 6. LOL. I don't think Unseen Pets is going to thank you for the glove, Kyle. That's true. Man, that's what it looks like in the booth. I always want to know. So a quick throw to Antoine St. Brown, Amon St. Brown. I can never say his name because I've never said Amon before. That's just a play to get in a better field goal position. So final timeout for Detroit. 2 seconds left, and they're going to bring the kicker out and attempt to go to halftime with a 6-9 lead for Green Bay. All right, hold on. Go Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go!
What just happened? What the hell is going on right now?
There were whistles first, but then Douglas came to mess with the ball.
Right in here.
The whistles were going at this time.
What is he doing?
Did they call a timeout?
Did Douglas do ayahuasca?
Certainly Douglas. There were whistles blown when Douglas came in to touch the ball. Flag came
I've never seen anything like it.
Personal foul. Defense, number 29. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Personal foul. I need to know what Douglas was attempting to do. Oh, my score, they were already blowing whistles. That's weird. Who said update the Unseen Pets? I have my score updated. The computer's glitching. It says 3-9, but it's appearing as 3-6. So bear with it. It's 3-9. You know it. I know it. You just got to trust it. What is Douglas doing? That was the strangest that was the strangest series of events I've ever seen. All right. Let me update it 6-9, and maybe the 9 will actually show up. Hey, there we go. All right. Definitely not the first half that I had in mind. I didn't think that this was going to be a 6-9 game. I thought we would see some more points scored out of the Packers. No interceptions for Jared Goff. He's been really good at not turning the ball over. 0 picks in his last 6 games. And that's obviously really important. The Lions seem more physical than the Packers. I wouldn't say they seem like the better team. They just seem more physical, and they don't have the turnovers that Green Bay has. So let's call in Packer fan. So let's get the temperature. Let's get the temperature of the Green Bay Packer fans.
Please leave your message for...
Hello?
All right. What's the temperature? How are you feeling?
It's exactly 69 degrees.
It's exactly 6-9.
David Bakhtiari reference.
Shout out David Bakhtiari. So I just said it. I don't know if you stepped away, but I said Detroit seems more physical. I wouldn't say they're the better team this far. I just would say that they're playing more physical and they're getting turnovers.
I mean, they just had a decent drive there. You could see that it was the same 3 passes right in the center of the field every time. And honestly, DeAndre Swift's running the ball pretty well. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I like what we're doing. I mean, it does suck because we're getting all the way down the field, and then, Lazard should have caught that. And that probably would have been a scoring drive if Lazard catches that pass.
Yeah, and you got that break too on the flea flicker on 3rd down. That would have been huge. So I see like, okay, it's 3rd and 6. They throw a check down. You have 2 Packers meeting them 4 yards, but before the 1st down, and he.
Oh, that was nuts. Yeah,
it's like, come on, like. That to me, that makes me the most.
It's harder when there's 2 guys because you don't know who's going to go harder.
That's a good point.
And then this guy was just like, it's 2 guys, and there was a fullback, and he just put his shoulders down. I was like, let's play ball.
It's
and
like
neither one of them kind of really fully committed.
It's like the famous baseball outfielder where the ball lands between them both.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, I like our tempo. Like, obviously, the delayed game, just total momentum killer on that drive. That, like I said, totally killed us. But yeah, man, I think the Lions are coming out, dude. It's, again, you're playing with that kind of, I have nothing to lose here. These guys have nothing to lose, except I guarantee you in MCDC's in that locker room right now going, let's just go fuck these guys up. Let's send Aaron Rodgers home, okay?
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Dan Campbell is just like injecting them with testosterone.
Dude, yeah, he's a troll. He's just trolling them. It's like, let's just go ruin their whole season.
He had some kind of like heartfelt speech about having heart, and like they think you have nothing to play for, and probably like a lot of cussing. It probably would have been great. God, I wish I could hear it. They were the best Hard Knocks.
It's the right thing to do in this situation. Lions are totally out, and what do you want to look like as a head coach? That you're someone who's willing to give up? No, you're gonna fucking scratch and crawl, and it doesn't matter what. You're still gonna try to win a game. It just shows that he's creating a good culture over there. So I love what the guy is doing. I mean, obviously they're a rival, but we've never had to take him seriously until this year.
Yeah. And here's what's really interesting. So if you look at the box score, total yards in the first half, Detroit 135 to Green Bay 138. So pretty even there. But it seems like Detroit's been rushing the ball pretty effectively, but they only have 25 yards on the ground because most of those what seem like runs are just like really quick dump off screen passes to the running back. So they have 110 yards passing, only 25 yards rushing. It felt like if you were just watching that, not looking at stats, that they ran more than 25 yards. But it's just
absolutely, yeah. You think around at least 100, 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, DeAndre Swift's running the ball really well, and they're finding space. So I'm honestly, this is a good game. It's been a cool chess match to watch. Like, weirdly enough, I've been playing Rocket League, so I always said now I'm like getting into soccer a little bit, and I always said ties suck. It sucks when a game is 0-0, for that long. But there is something to be said about, them fighting all the way down and no one scores, fighting all the way down, no one scores. You know what I mean? It is saying something about their defenses.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly like a shootout, but it is not bad football,
Yeah, it's old school.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think for Green Bay, they're going to have to get their linebackers to play the running backs better in the second half. I think there's just been too many easy dump-off passes that go for 7 yards. 7 yards, 7 yards, 6 yards. Like, come on. Like, I want to see Jared Goff throw it to Swift or Williams and just Packers immediately just kind of swarm the Lions. I want to see that. So who do you still got the Packers pulling it off in the end?
Of course.
Both teams average exactly 5 yards per play. When I say like the box score is very, very close, like it's really, really close. Third down efficiency, Detroit's converting 42%. Green Bay's only converting 16%. So third down in an area they're going to have to get better on as well.
I want to get AJ Dillon a little more involved. Not that he hasn't been, but we seem to be playing better when he's playing better. Also, I want to ask you real quick to pivot a little bit. What do you think about Russ next season? What changes do you think? It's just like quick changes.
Yeah. So like, do you mean like how do I feel about keeping Russell Wilson at quarterback, or what needs to happen for him to be successful?
Both.
I feel like Russell Wilson needs to stay the quarterback of the Broncos. I understand that he had a really bad year, and I can accept that. We can take that on the chin and move on. But if Russell Wilson is as bad as he played this year, he would have taken the biggest fall off I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't really believe that that's what happened. Russell Wilson's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL this year. You add that with just the coaching wasn't very great. Nathaniel Hackett, I believe, is a really good coach, but Russell Wilson being shorter and his size, he needs to be under center a lot more. And Nathaniel Hackett likes to do a lot of trick stuff, a lot of shotgun on the 2-yard line. I think we need to bring in a coach that just doesn't want to be cute with Russell Wilson. Just establish the run, beef up the offensive line. And when you get that run game going, we can do a lot of play action. We got the most injured team in the NFL. No Tim Patrick, no Javonte Williams. Our whole offensive line is just practice squad guys. So we just need to get healthy. And
I couldn't disagree more.
What do you mean?
Dude. So Russell Wilson has effectively been canceled on the internet. You're not a huge social media guy. I know you're just kind of starting because the show's starting to take off a little bit, so you're doing a little YouTube stuff. But what you don't see is how much he's been made fun of this season on TikTok and Instagram. And all these kids that are in the NFL right now are all on social media all the time, have TikToks, have their own YouTube pages, all that shit. So they see the memes that have gone around. They've seen the news news articles that it's him doing friggin' high knees in an airplane. They've seen the Broncos country let's ride. All that shit, dude, this year. So ultimately, he's what looks like lost his team. And I think I did watch a little bit of Pat McAfee when he was like, man, you just gotta be a normal guy. You gotta be relatable. You gotta be a real leader, and I just couldn't agree more with that statement. I think these guys are literally making fun of him. And, if you don't believe in the guy that is behind you at quarterback and leading your team, and then it's hard to build camaraderie on that and chemistry.
No, I understand all that, but what's really interesting to see as a person, first off, I have seen all of that, the high knees. Like I'm on Twitter and I'm on Broncos Twitter specifically, so like I've seen all of that, and I really think that Russell Wilson is going to be able to get it figured out. But here's what I want to say about that. I saw that on Pat McAfee, and what the real question that I kind of learned today, and I saw this last year with Aaron Rodgers, right? The NFL needs a hero and they need a villain. And even I was watching Colin Cowherd after the Packers lost to the Titans on Sunday night. The next day he goes, Aaron Rodgers, you're hipster, cool. And I'm like, what is this? I was like, is this literally just a guy that hates Aaron Rodgers? What does this have to do with football? It's just like what I found last year with Aaron Rodgers is like how far the media can really take a narrative to the point where this isn't even a narrative anymore. We're taking this as Bible. This is fact. Like it doesn't have anything to do with truth. It's a narrative that everyone's using, so we go with it. But in the locker room, you had Garrett Bowles, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. You have the whole team posting at the same day. They're like, look, I don't know where this stuff's coming from, that we've turned our back on our quarterback and our team, but none of that is true. Russell Wilson's the hardest working player I've ever been around. And that was like a kind of a culture shock moment for me where I was like, man, even I started believing that our teammates turned their back on him and didn't like him. And that's literally because Russell Wilson refused to address all that stuff. So
I mean, listen, that's good. That's good on the leaders in those locker rooms, right? I mean, if that's, I didn't see those, and who knows if they're just kind of doing that to, maybe they're sticking up for him. Maybe they want to look like a good guy, whatever. Yeah, it probably was valid.
It was like the whole team at the same night.
The comparison you were making was between Aaron Rodgers of last year and Russell Wilson today. The difference is that I feel like the majority of people are all in the same consensus on Russell Wilson. Aaron Rodgers, you have the Colin Cowherd, you have a few Aaron Rodgers haters, and even me, obviously being out of Miami, like, we crap on the Dolphins every time we come down here. So, and they haven't had a good quarterback since Dan Marino. So of course they all hate Aaron Rodgers. They hate him like they hate Tom Brady. So I don't think the comparison is as close as you think. I think that there's more people saying that. I mean, dude, like, I think that sometimes a restart is cool, and again, I just don't think he's just super relatable, man. There's almost so much you can do to like stretch the truth, right? Like what you were just saying about Calvert, he's like, you weirdo, whatever. Like, what are you talking about, dude? The guy's from California, you weirdo. It's like borderline prejudice, And then, and then you got Russell Wilson, who's just factually doing high knees on an airplane. It's just like that's not meant or anything, So
well, the difference between Aaron Rodgers is that he addresses his criticism and Russell Wilson ignores it. And I think the only way for this to go away is that Russell Wilson needs to stop acting like he's above his criticism and start addressing it. But that is the end of the first half. Great conversation. I feel like halftime just flew right by. So let's go Pack, go. We got 2 quarters for the playoffs. Let's do it.
Hey, man, let's talk about your wine consumption tonight. I need you to tone it down a little bit. It's a kid show.
I've only had that much wine.
Dude, your lips are red. All you need now is a candle and like a little blanket. Some gloves.
Bye, Tyler.
Maybe dim the lights a little.
All right.
Let's go to bed.
Go Packers. God, what a troll. All right, so the Lions start with the ball. They won the coin toss. They elected to defer. First play is going to be an incomplete pass. 14:51, second down. See if the Packers can come out and address some of the stuff we talked about. They need to be more physical, in my opinion, and they need to stop the 9 yard every time they throw it to Swift. Get those linebackers swarming. That's my key word for the second half, swarm. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Jared Goff looking, scanning, avoiding contact. He's going to run this one. Come on, get off of him. And Quay Walker is there to make that stop. Walker's another guy, just like Christian Watson. Quay Walker's another guy who's just gotten better as the season's gone on. Just getting those reps. Rookie out of Georgia. He's a solid player. He's going to be good for a while. Good draft pick on Green Bay. They got a couple guys out of Georgia. They just took Georgia's defense, basically. All right, there he is, Quay Walker. Locked in, 3rd and 5, shotgun, looking, scanning, throwing, incomplete. No laundry. No laundry on the field. The Packers make an amazing stop.
Go, Pack, go!
Glove back on. I don't care what Tyler says. I'm putting the glove on. I'm not having any more wine, and I'm keeping the lights bright. Come on, Swifty. What's up, Jack? Welcome to the stream. All right, Lions get the boot off clean. This one is going to be returnable. Caught at the 15 and makes a couple moves and goes down at the 25-yard line. Pretty standard field positions for Aaron Rodgers. 3 and out to start. Love to see that out of the defense. 13-13 left in the third. And we go to a commercial break. Blanky time. I'm not addressing this anymore. But I will put it up for everybody. Blanky time. Unseen people, if I hear that stupid song, you're going to hear it, brother. You're going to hear it. It's going to have to just accept it. Let it happen. Let it happen. Dream about it. You're going to be doing the dishes or something later and just dun, 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 dun. You're going to hate yourself. All right. I think if Aaron Rodgers comes out here and gets a touchdown, goes up 16 to 6, that would be some real positive vibes, good momentum. Tyler says, "What's up, Jack? Welcome. Steve said, "I think Russell Wilson will be fine next season. Rodgers struggles this season as well with a better offense than what Denver had this season. They were bashing him as well most of this season." That's the reality of the NFL is winning cures all. Russell Wilson's the same person that he's been in Seattle. He did not change. He just stopped winning, So now all of his off-season stuff that bothers people now. It's okay to have your own office and 3 parking spots when you're winning 10 games. But when, the backup quarterback comes in and people start wondering if he's maybe a better option, people start having problems with that kind of stuff. So I think as Tyler says right here, Russell Wilson's a thumb. I think he can still get the job done. I'm going to say he's not a thumb yet. He said he didn't do high knees in an airplane in Seattle. Well, he didn't have a flight. Okay. So he did high knees because he had a hamstring injury the week before, and he was out that whole game. And he was flying to London to play Jacksonville, which is like a 18-hour flight or whatever it is, 12-hour flight. So he did high knees so he could get himself ready to play. Honestly, as a person that's flown over 1,000 hours in the sky and knowing how flying affects your body, aviation physiology type stuff, It's actually kind of smart that he did high knees. Not gonna lie. What's going on? Rick jumping in the chat with his Bears hat.
Let's go.
You
Let's
couldn't
go.
even- They're losing, bro.
The Lions or what?
The Lions. Check it out.
I know. It's the best score of all time in all of football. Boo the glove. Boo. Lions got to play spoiler here. Lions have to play spoiler.
I got the Packers really taking over the second half. 3-and-out to start for Detroit. Packers got the ball and they're going on I wouldn't say a nice little drive. They've only gained like 7 yards. 6 yards. Ooh, there you go. Aaron Jones.
Oh, now I'm a little bit ahead of you.
Oh, we got to sync.
All right, 1 sec. Let me.
Bye,
okay.
bye. I don't want to be a fool for you.
Okay, they just got to the line. Are about to snap the ball. Let me know when they snap the ball.
All right, they're still showing the replay.
All right.
Snap.
Let's go.
Handoff. Stuffed.
Oh, stuffed.
Let's ride.
This has been a rough game, I feel like, to watch.
It actually hasn't. We were talking about it at halftime. It's been really fun. It's a chess match.
Yeah.
It's like as low as the score has been, there hasn't really been a lack of events, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get you. We've got hey, Unseen Pets. Welcome, Bears fan. I'm with you. I love it. I absolutely love it.
You guys have a disease.
Even Steve, caution everyone, another Bears fan in the house. It's just Kyle texted me. He's like, the Packers hate is real right now during the stream.
Dude, it was so bad at
every
one point.
second. Was it bad?
It was bad. They were like they were hating it.
Look, all I want to do is see Aaron Rodgers lose. What's so bad about that?
I was talking about that. I was like, I don't know like how it gets to that point besides being dominated for a very, very long time.
You're telling me if the Chiefs were in the Packers situation right now, you wouldn't want the Lions to beat the Chiefs?
I don't know. It's really effed up. No.
What? You're such a liar. You're
no. I'm being
liar.
totally honest. And do you know why? It's because as much as I hate the Chiefs, I respect Patrick Mahomes and I enjoy watching them play. Obviously, when they're playing the Broncos, I want the Broncos to win. And if they were in the playoffs against the Chiefs, I'd want them to win. But Patrick Mahomes is the funnest player in the NFL to watch. Like, I'd be a moron to not want to watch that as a person that loves football. I mean, I want to see that. I don't want to see, Tyler Huntley and.
You're wrong. I'd much rather see Geno Smith not right back in the play.
Oh, you're freezing.
Close.
Oh,
I lost you there for a bit.
Yeah, you're freezing bad. You're back.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm back. Hopefully it stays better. We almost saw an interception there.
Oof.
Am I frozen?
No. You came back. You've frozen up before, but you've never frozen that long.
That bad?
Yeah. Must be all that.
So
Bears
close
hate.
On an interception there.
Or Packers.
Must be all that Bears hate. Oh,
here we go.
God.
Big third down here. Rodgers shotgun, scanning, looking, hits the slant, another drop.
No good.
Rodgers is getting so pissed by the drops today.
Have they dropped a lot?
There's just been a lot of mistakes that don't have to do with Aaron Rodgers.
See, you want to see dropped passes in the playoffs? Come on. That's what you want to see in the playoffs?
I think it's the cold. I mean, it looks freezing.
They are in Lambeau, right?
Yeah. Crosby's been on one today, though. He's literally going to be the MVP. Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
No!
12 to...
It's no good.
What happened?
Crosby just doesn't have the leg. He's been
way.
Yeah,
I thought it went through.
No, you know when chat smells like sausage and leather jackets.
Oh, it hit the crossbar.
Yeah, you know all about that.
Oh no, I know the double doink when I see one. I know a double doink when I see one.
God,
wow.
I was gonna say that was so bad. Oh yeah. So when I learned about it, Rogers was actually he was on the Pat McAfee show, Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays, and they asked him about Nathaniel Hackett's decision in Seattle to kick the 64-yarder, 65-yarder to win the game.
Yeah.
And because Nathaniel Hackett obviously used to be the OC for Aaron Rodgers, so he asked him about it, and he was like, he mentioned like Crosby has the accuracy to do it, but he's like he doesn't have the leg to kick that far. And he's like Crosby's a great kicker, but he can't kick more than 55 yards.
That's insane. I thought that was going in. I thought that was through. 100%.
Oh, it looked like money. That looked like money. Yeah. Get this Bears guy out of here. He's bad luck.
What happened?
That's my brother. So get this Bears guy out of here. He's bad luck.
We got a lot of let's see. Chat smells like deep dish and parliaments. There's the wifey. One thing Rick and I agree on football is fuck the Packers. I love it. Chat smells like sausage and leather jackets. We got unseen pets loving the miss right now. This is great. Get this Bears guy out of here. Bad luck. Oh, this is a great game to stream. I love it.
This is as conflicting as our chat's ever been, honestly.
Really, it really has been.
We've never had this kind of adversity kind of going at it in here.
It's usually just mad love, but it's just the Packers and Bears.
Someone's gonna get really angry.
Oh yeah. I was watching the stream earlier when you were streaming the afternoon games, and I noticed that you had talked about Wilson getting sacked just as much as Justin Fields this year, and I was like, "This is how you know it's fate." Where a Broncos and a Bears fan start a podcast and both of their quarterbacks are the most sacked quarterbacks in the league. Like, that's just how you know it's fate at that point.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And how many games has Fields missed this year?
I think he missed like 2 or 3-ish, something like that.
Yeah, I think Wilson missed like 2.5. So
yeah, isn't it? That's just insane. That just says how bad our offensive line is. Oh, we got Jamal Williams with a nice first down run there. Jamal Williams was an ex-Packer?
Yeah, the Packers had to get rid of him because they had Dylan and they had Aaron Jones. I mean, they
no way.
Keep all three of them.
I had no idea he was an ex-Packer.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Packers. He's a big Pokemon guy.
Oh yeah. I remember. Wasn't one of his like one of his post-game interviews was like, all right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go play Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Come on. The glove. It's not going to be accurate.
Going long.
No.
Go! Score! Is that a score? Is that a touchdown?
No, it's short.
I think at the one. At the one, right? Wow. Wow. What a pass.
With the glove on.
With the glove on, unfortunately. Oh, man. What a beauty of a pass. That looks like a touchdown, though.
Let's see. Once he hits the ground, wherever he's touched, right? Yeah. He looks
okay. He was a little short. QB sneak. Oh, Jamal Williams. Oh, he walks right in. Touchdown, Detroit.
And Detroit takes a, what is it, 12-9?
12-9 as of now. We always got to make sure we see whether or not the kick goes through.
They're gonna miss the extra point. So since Kyle, hit your wife's comment.
So since Kyle wants Green Bay to win and Rick wants Detroit to win, is there a bet going on? Oh no! Oh no!
If the Packers win, you have to wear this glove for the Packers playoff game next week.
Oh, I'm down for that. I can do that. Even though I'll probably end up, just like cutting my hand off afterwards. But we'll see. The kick goes through. Detroit is up 13-9. Kyle, if the Lions win, man, I don't really have anything off the cuff right now.
I'll give you time to think about it. I think
I'm trying to think right now.
Oh man, people are getting superstitious about you joining the stream because you joined the stream and bad things happen right away. I've had to pee for a long time, so hold
all right,
go
pee. I gotta think. You guys gotta help me out here in the chat. What I gotta give Kyle if he loses this bet? So give me some ideas in the chat. Let's see here. Packers will bow to the Bears in a few years. Hopefully next year. Hopefully starting next year. We'll see. All right, Bears guy. Nice meeting you. See you later. Tyler, I just got here. What do you mean? This was it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Legendary. Does Seattle even have a chance? The Lions have to win. The Lions have to win in order for Seattle to make it. But if the Packers win, the Packers are in. For the Packers, it was always a win and get in situation. So if Detroit wins, they can't make it. Nope, they can't even make it. They're out. Seattle has already won the game. Detroit is out. Steve, oh my God, the bathroom again. He has to pay your debt. What kind of debt? I mean, I'm trying to think of what kind of debts I owe. Give Kyle a rubber band. There's something for that thing.
Feels good to get my money back.
Just plug it up, right? Oh, I really need a good idea for this bet now because I want Detroit's good. I'm looking good right now. If we make the bet, I'm wearing that. Man. I'm trying to think. I feel like I should just make him root for the Chiefs the entire playoffs, but I don't think that's very good. I think that's a good one. Oh, what if I make him get rid of the glove? Kyle?
Whoa, what did I come back to?
Kyle, if the Packers lose and the Detroit Lions win, you have to throw away the glove. You have to burn the glove. The bad luck.
No, you said throw it away. You didn't say burn it.
All right, throw it away, whatever. But I have to see it, and you can never recover it. Or how about this? How about you donate the glove to one of like the little the stores here that take donations or whatever for clothing? You have to donate it. So some unlucky soul has to wear that because you have both gloves, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you got to give them both. You got to donate both of them. But if the Packers win, I will wear one or both of them during the stream for the playoff game.
You got to wear both of them, so you lose
I'll
your ability for touchscreen. So you won't be able to respond to text messages or anything.
I'm gonna add like tape at the end of the thumbs and the pointers on there and see if I can make anything happen. Oh man!
All right,
I like Steve's. I like Steve's. Kyle has to get a stripper pole and use it on stream. I like that one. I want to see cheeks. Every
squirrel. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. He's throwing it away. 2nd and 10 for the Packers here. Putting some pressure on Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Yeah. At least that was first down,
Yeah. They're deep in their own territory. What are they at, the 15?
Yeah, Detroit's been doing pretty good defensively. I think it's time for for Rodgers to just do some Rodgers stuff. He needs
Yeah.
to. He's been moving around the pocket really well today.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. I feel like. I think it's coming right here.
Let's see what happens.
They might run it to just try to. No, here it is. It's coming. Nice.
There we go. That
Lazard.
wasn't a drop. Finally.
Yeah, almost happened.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Let's see. Detroit is what, 13, right?
Nothing but gloves.
Cheeks and gloves and a smile. That's all you get to wear. 33.
There we go.
Good completion there.
Lazard able to hold on to the ball.
Packers get to their 29-yard line. Dan Campbell, man on a mission right now to just play spoiler. It sucks. I don't know. Part of me wanted Seattle to win. Part of me wanted them to lose because this game would be so much more epic had they lost.
Why did you want Seattle to win?
I don't know. I kind of like the story. You know, they you know, and again, not to give you shit for Russell Wilson, but like they gave up their franchise quarterback who won them a Super Bowl. And there was a lot of like, oh, it's Pete Carroll's fault. Oh, it's Russell Wilson's fault. They don't mesh, this and that. They get rid of it. They're now in a spot to make the playoffs. It's just a good story, and I kind of liked it. You know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of
it is a good story.
Yeah, that was kind of my part of it. Like I wasn't like rooting against Russ or anything stupid like that. I was just like, hey, Geno Smith, some sort of a revival of a career for a year. What? Oh no, what happened?
On that play right there. If you Watson was wide open. If they run that same play again and pump fake it to who they just threw it to, Watson will be wide open.
Yeah.
There was an opportunity there. I really hope Rodgers saw it and took a mental note. So yeah, I know what you mean about the story and stuff like that. You know, we just had a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
I called in my brother, he's a big Packers fan, at halftime. We had a cool chat and he brought up the Russell Wilson stuff. And I was like, you know, a lot of people talk crap about Wilson. You know, he's been to more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers, and that's a fact. And he should have won two.
That's true. So I think a lot of it too is, and maybe I feel like you've said it, or maybe we've talked about it, but like a lot of the Russell Wilson hate is just that he does not seem genuine when he does things. And I feel like that's what people hate the most is like, if they were winning and he was
exactly
right. If they were winning and he was the way he was, people would be like, that guy right there is a fucking inspiration, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He's the best, but they're losing and they look bad doing it. So that's why like the hate comes and it's like, dude, like get a grip. Like, you know what I mean? Like get a grip. Like that's where it comes from, I think.
But I feel like you need to have that kind of mental toughness where we're like, we're not accustomed to seeing it. So we're like, he's fake. For all we know, he may actually be that locked in. You know, like
he might. He really might.
Rodgers, deep shot.
Deep.
Watson.
Deep to Watson.
Got it.
Oh, he got
it.
Oh,
and the PI.
DPI right there.
And that's the PI.
Wow. Just like as you said, just as you said too, Watson was wide open on the play before.
Yeah.
Now he goes to Watson.
Little mental note. Look at that.
Oh, it's probably not a catch, but even with the DPI.
Oh, like, it's a catch. That's a catch. That's a catch.
It hit the ground though. See,
oh,
I think it hit the ground.
They should have. They should have accepted the penalty.
Did they not?
They declined it, but now if it's ruled incomplete, they're fucked.
Oh, that wasn't a very good angle. At least they should have slowed it down to see. Here, this might be a good one.
See, it looks way different on that angle. You better snap that damn ball, Rodgers.
Snap the hell out of that before they challenge it.
Snap the ball. It's over. It's in the past. That could have been the worst. If I was a coach on that, if I was a coach on that play, I would have accepted the penalty.
Yeah. I would have accepted it.
That was an emotional play.
How did Dan Campbell not challenge that? That's kind of insane that he didn't challenge that pass. Or that catch, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. How is there a guy not in his ear saying, "Hey, man"?
Yeah, right? Like, come on. But hey, the Packers got away with one. They are at the 13-yard line right now of the Lions.
Touchdown. I feel it. Yes! Dude,
touchdown.
Rodgers has a look before he's about to throw a TD. You feel it. You're
touchdown.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
He was locked in right there.
He had too much time. Too much time.
Can you can you hear this? I've been waiting all day to do this. This is the touchdown song.
No, I can hear it. Oh, I can hear it. No, I can hear it. Damn it.
Oh God, I'm gonna send it to you. I hate that when we're on together, the other person, like if you play a song, I can't hear it either.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a pain in the ass. 16-13, Crosby makes that one. So
look at this.
We've got a ball game here.
The Packers maybe going to the playoffs. They get the lead back. What a drive.
There's about 2 minutes left in the third here. Yeah, about 2 minutes left. Suck it, cheese. Still own you. Kyle, language.
Sorry, that was an emotional play. This is this is their touchdown song that I played. Right. You couldn't hear it, so I wanted to show it to you. Ready?
Yep. This is their touchdown song.
That's
terrible.
What it sounded, dude.
Terrible.
I'm not gonna lie. Going to a game and hearing that after a touchdown and everybody just grabbing each other and like just like bouncing up and down is so much fun.
Being all happy about it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Well, we got a ball game. 16-13 Green Bay right now. Still a couple minutes left in the third quarter.
Suck it, Bears. Still own you.
God, I hope the Lions win. I hope the Lions win. So I can bathe in Packers fans' tears.
Oh, man. You got to admit, though. What did you think when Rodgers scored that touchdown and was like, I own you. I still own you. What was that moment like?
So I'm pretty sure we said it in the episodes like in the preseason where I was just like, he does. There's nothing we can do. He does. He has been destroying us since his second full season as a starter. It's just been bad. But I had nothing else because I was like in pure shock when that happened. Because like he scored and you saw the cameras like follow him and he's like, I still fucking own you. And I'm just like,
no one's expecting that.
Yeah. And I just remember being like, I think I was watching it here and I was on my couch and I'm just like, I can't believe that. Like I legitimately cannot believe that.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it live?
You heard it on the broadcast. Yeah.
Oh my God. I only saw it like after. I wasn't watching it live. That must have been a fun moment.
Oh yeah. So fun as a Bears fan.
They've done so many renovations to this stadium.
To Lambeau?
Yeah. When I was there last year, it's just like they'll never tear that stadium down.
No, I don't think so. Look at Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. What a stud. That's the age right there where your parents are like, you're going to be tall.
You're going to be tall.
He's a lengthy little
I hate
guy.
that. I hate that you like know that. Like when you know your kid, you're like, man, that kid's gonna be an athlete, and it just he becomes a fucking NFL starting quarterback. And I'm just like, God damn it, but not me though, not me.
Yeah. When I was that age, people were just like, "You need a cheeseburger." Somebody get this guy some food.
I know. I remember. Oh, I've been super skinny. I think honestly, like I've been a super skinny person up until about 3 years ago. Then I just kind of got married and was like, yeah, I'll Netflix and chill all day. Let's go. Working out. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it creeps up on you at 28. I just got to start hitting the gym more.
A second. Oh, wow.
That was
right through his
from
hands.
my angle.
Right through his hands. Boo. Boo, Pack. Boo. Boo. Boo, Kyle. Boo.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. How do you not catch that? Come on.
It's just that ball feels like a rock.
Yeah, I mean it's did they say what the weather was in Lambeau right now?
It's probably like 18 degrees right now. Minus like whatever the wind chill is.
Yeah.
Ooh. Good pressure.
Oh yeah, a lot of pressure there.
Uh-oh. We might have turned a corner, boys. We might have, and girls, we might have turned a corner.
I only brought luck for about 5 minutes in the third. Sorry.
Suck it.
Suck it, cheese.
Yeah, the comment section is just, man, it is.
It's going
split.
crazy right now. You guys are insane in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Good clean
Good
punt.
pun. Yeah.
It's going to be returnable. He's going to get some space. Does he? No. No.
Oh,
Go.
oh
He
Packers
got
recovered it. Packers recovered it.
Oh. Man, dude. What is
Wow.
going on with the fumbles?
It's happened a lot this week, hasn't it?
Well, I'm just talking about this game. Oh, he was down anyway.
Oh, okay.
He looked down from that angle. There's just been a lot of fumbles in this game.
Yeah, because I saw a lot in the early slate. I don't know if the second slate you saw a lot of fumbles during that during any of those games, but I saw a lot during the first slate.
Steve said, "All right, Kyle, my bottle is done. Where is yours at?
Where's your bottle, Kyle?" Steve, you got the wine too. Whoa, Kyle, not even attempting to be on Steve's level. What the hell, dude?
He started before me. And plus, I have a stream to keep up with. I can't.
Yeah, that's true.
Packers.
I was gonna say, can you just imagine Kyle just like, all right, we got the Packers winning, and just fucking drinking the bottle, just like out of his mind. I think that'd make for a great stream, though. Just you hammered and me like telling you the Packers lost and you like being drunk and believing me.
Dude, my uncle just jumped in the chat.
Oh, really?
That's awesome. He's never jumped in our chat before.
Is it Dalton?
Yeah, Dalton.
Cheers.
What's going on, Dalton, dude? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. We're watching the Packers. They win. They're in the playoffs. The stakes are high. I got some water right here, too. Make sure you're hydrating at the same time.
One drink of alcohol, one drink of water.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that he just joined us.
Steve saying, dude, that's like one glass.
Dude, I'm drinking in moderation. I'm setting an example. Long time listener, first time caller.
I love it. I love it. Long time, first time. All right, first and 20. Wait, why did they have a first and 20? Did they have a
holding? It has to be.
Oh, was it holding?
I missed it too. I got excited.
Yeah. 2 minutes left here in the third. Packers up
Rodgers.
16-13. First and 20 from their own 16-yard line.
Rodgers looking deep downfield,
Going
taking
deep.
a shot. No!
Oh, picked off! Picked off! Wow.
There's a flag down.
Oh, there's a flag. What's the flag? Oh, no. Is it on the defense?
This looks like a really thorough conversation right now.
Yeah. Wow.
They look like they're debating it. They're like, yes, I understand that, but if it happens before the
yeah.
It's like, come on, guys, get on the same page. What do we got? Here we go. Here's the call.
Let's see. Here we go.
Yes!
Oh no!
Let's go!
Illegal use of hands to the face. It's number 79. Oh, what a dumb penalty.
Hey, you remember we said there's a lot of gap plays, game-altering plays? That was a game-altering penalty.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, he had his hand on his face mask the entire time. His left hand was on the right side of his face mask. So yeah, that is definitely hands to the face there.
Oh, that's just one that Rodgers missed. You don't see a lot of those just blatant misses.
You gotta, oh man, that's not something that Rodgers last couple of years would do. Like he would not
come
give up
on,
an
it was one
interception
throw.
like that.
It
Yeah,
was one
he's
throw.
got a lot of interceptions this year. I will say that. He's gotten way more than average.
I've been watching him though all season. He looks the same to me.
I don't know. He looks worse this year. He's looked worse this year, I will say.
Steve, Kanishiwa, Dalton, dude, a lot of love coming out of the chat. I love this chat. I love the family that we've grown here.
11 interceptions for Rodgers. He's never in the double digits. Come on. That means something.
I wouldn't say it means something. I think he's just trying to get on the page with young receivers. Dylan stays on his feet.
First down. God
That's your
damn it.
short yard. That's your short yard guy right there. You need one. You need two. Give it to Dylan. Yeah, but you had to replace Devontae Adams, and you have all these young guys, Dobbs, and you got to account for how many of these interceptions has been just receivers running in a spot that Rodgers, he assumed they were going to be over here, and the ball went that way, and no receiver in the area, stuff like that.
I don't know. I just think Rodgers as a player over his career has not had double digits interceptions for a really long time. And I just think it's showing a little bit. It's his age. It's coming to him. Just like Tom Brady. We talk about Tom Brady all the time. It's getting to that point where it's like the offense looks boring.
I disagree. Did you watch the Dolphins game?
Which Dolphins game versus who? Versus
the Christmas game? Or the Vikings game last week? He looks the same. He scored 40 points.
What I'm saying is, in his career as a whole, this year has been somewhat of an anomaly as first, or maybe not an anomaly, but it's shown his actual digression where he's throwing double-digit picks when he's never really done that in his career. And yes, you could point. Yeah, absolutely, you could point to the receivers. Like, don't get me wrong. There's definitely like some. There are no good receivers other than like, hey, all of a sudden Dobbs is good. All of a sudden Watson is good. Lazard, meh, sometimes, right? But you can point to that and be like, okay, maybe there's a little bit of digression in his game.
I'm hard pressed to go that way.
Yeah, because you're a Packers fan.
No. I'm just saying I really don't think that he has digressed. I just don't. But that's okay.
I know he has. I know he has. Oh man. Let's see. Let's hit the chat here. What is it? The Brady's working on the 3-decade portfolio. That's true.
Impressive.
Legendary is saying if Adams was here, it would be a different story. Yeah. See, even Tyler agrees. He's digressed a little. Lack of weapons hasn't helped. That's what I'm saying. I just think the amount of interceptions is kind of telling. You know what I mean?
All right, okay, I'll give you. He went from a 99 overall to a 95.
Well, I mean, look, I'm looking at his career stats, right? He hasn't had double-digit interceptions since 2010. Before 2010,
yeah, he went to the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, 2000. 2008. No, 2010 was it? Was it 2010 or was it
They beat
2012?
the Steelers in 2010, so that just shows you that picks don't really tell the whole story.
But what I'm saying is, if they don't tell the whole story, what I'm saying is, if he has double-digit interceptions this year, it looks like it's bad because everything else has been single-digit interceptions, right? What I'm saying, I'm just more looking towards this one single stat, right? It looks it looks to be some digression. And yeah, you could in 2010. I mean, he was what, third, fourth year in the league at that point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense.
I think he took over. He took over in 2009, so that was his second year.
Yeah, something like that. Let me.
But I mean, that was his 6th year in the league. It was just his second year, like being the guy.
2005, he played a game. 2006, he played a couple games. 2007, 2008 is when he fully took over because he had 4,000 yards passing, 28 touchdowns, 93% rating. Yeah, 2008 was his first full year as a starter.
I'm going to call it right now. Rodgers will lead the Packers on a touchdown drive. This drive will be a touchdown.
I'm going to call it right now. The Bears get the first overall draft pick in the 23 draft.
If you're smart, you'll let the teams picking quarterbacks give you the first round next year and drop down to 4.
I mean,
look at this throw.
You're
talking digression? Look at that throw. This is the most beautiful pass.
That wasn't caught. And that could have been intercepted.
Yeah.
That could have been intercepted. That's digression.
What?
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Aaron Rodgers in the toilet, career in the toilet, no longer Hall of Fame.
Can he crawl himself out of this dark place? Here we go. Stepping up. He's moving around the pocket really well. He's going to keep that ball. Keep the ball.
Go. He got a couple yards. Not necessarily
He's been
a sack.
moving in the pocket really well, but he pushed him at the end. Rodgers got mad at something that happened at the end here. Let's see. Yeah, forward progress is over. Oh, right there it happened. And then they just keep shoving their bodies on him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
that's football, baby.
Whatever it looks like on TV, though, is like not how it feels. You know, we're like, oh, he barely touched him, but when you're there, it probably feels.
Yeah, dude. I think we fully, like, as fans watching on TV, how much we underestimate the speed of the game is ridiculous. Like you think of like a linebacker with like 4.7, 4.8 speed or something like that coming at you on a full sprint to sack you. Like, we really take that for granted as we're watching at home from a camera. Like, that must fucking be scary and hurt if he hits you, right?
Yeah, 100%. But I feel like there's the adrenaline factor that they're not like used to being hit by players. And I just hope I just always hope that they had their finger hitting the button as they got tackled. Get some shots at it at least. All right, first.
Let me get some of that good.
Goff, 25-yard line, shotgun scanning, throws it. That's going to be complete to St. Brown for a gain of 15.
Oh, nice. I think you're a little ahead of me now. I'm going to have to move up.
Oh, no, I can pause it.
No, you're good.
Okay.
The replay. And they're at the ball. They're about
to the replay.
Okay. Let me know when they're at the line.
Okay. Like right when they line up.
Or let me know when they snap. Right when they snap.
Okay. And snap.
Sweet.
Handoff to Swift. That's a gain of 11. That's what I don't want to see. That's what I don't want to see out of the Packers.
Yeah.
So did you see the first half?
No, I wasn't watching the first half. I was kind of following along with the stream a little bit while I was getting some like chores done and stuff. Have they been running the ball pretty well against the Packers?
Surprisingly, they only had 25 yards rushing in the first half, but it felt like they had 100 because they kept just throwing it to the running back. Just like
okay.
So like I was like they must have like 100 yards rushing. They had 25, but the Packers I think they got a little bit out physicaled. I don't know how to say it, out man in the first half. Like that run right there
Oh my
is
God.
exactly what
Yeah.
I'm talking
He
about.
bounced off 2 tackles there.
Someone needs to light a fire in their ass. Man,
Yeah.
they need Dan Campbell, to be honest.
Let's get to the chat here. Steve saying, I think he's fine. Bad coaching is the issue. I think he regrets the issues with Arians and wishes he was at the helm this season. Bulls failed before and is no better now. I would agree with that. I think Tom Brady fully regrets not like being like, yeah, Arians is not my head coach. I don't want him as my head coach, something like that, right? So, because Bowles, yeah, he is not coached very well this year at all.
No, not at all. There you go. Make that tackle. And they don't. And
into Packers territory here.
Big man can't get
Swift.
there.
That was Swift, yeah. Unseen pets, repeat after me, Packers suck. And then Dalton, who is this unseen pest? That was pretty funny.
He's a troll.
And then Steve says, don't pause for him, Kyle. He needs to get with the program.
Dude, I literally can't fast forward it. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, right.
You call my cable company. Call your senator.
Call your congressman.
Call your congressman.
Call your alderman.
Hey man, so I'm trying to do this YouTube channel with my buddy.
Hey, yeah, Representative Smith. Yeah, so check it out, right? Xfinity. You're gotta be an assholes.
And then Xfinity's like, no, it's actually Peacock. And then Peacock's
it's
actually
like, no.
NBC.
And then NBC's like, no, it's actually your alderman.
Yeah, the best bet is for us to just get in sync.
Yeah, right.
All right, so
that'll take weeks.
Yeah, months, years. The ball is gonna be, let's see, snapped at 10:42. Dump off goes to Swift. He's gonna take a jump.
He tried to hurdle him, but he was way too early on the hurdle. He committed.
Jair Alexander said, "What, son? Do you know who I am?" As far as I can see, a very scared and confused young man. Scared of who? Scared of you? I'm supposed to be scared of you? I ain't scared of nobody. I will lay your ass out.
Out. Jair Alexander just like, nope, he sprung right back up.
There he is.
Boo.
Third and
eight. Here we go.
All right, they're going to hand it off to Swift. Why not? They've been picking up those yards. Not this time.
Oh, not this time. They're 2 yards short.
Huh. They're going to go for it here. They're going to go for it here.
Oh, here we go.
This is getting important.
Dan Campbell
starting to tighten a little bit.
Dan Campbell on the sidelines looks like he's been shoveling snow for about 2 hours and it just keeps snowing. So he has to keep shoveling. Like he's been out there for a really long time.
That is the best thing I've heard all day. Here we go. Let's go.
4th and 2. Lions shotgun formation.
Get there. Oh,
and they got a first down there. DJ Chark, a name I haven't heard in a while.
Remember when the Lions they played the Jets? It was a really important game in for both teams, NFC and AFC.
Yeah.
And the Jets held the Lions to just 6 points all the way till there was 5 minutes left in the fourth. And there was this really important drive, and the Lions were on their own 20-yard line, and it was 4th and inches, and they went for it. And they end up throwing a tight end delay. So they have guts, the Lions.
Yeah.
They'll throw it on 4th and inches.
Absolutely, yeah. They got a pitch to Swift here.
What are you doing? Why did you slow down?
That was that was dumb.
What did you assume? He was going to run out of bounds?
First down. Swift gets the first down.
I don't like that.
I was going to say, you're very right about this running game for the Lions right now. It's looking unstoppable. And that was almost a fumble, too, for Swift.
Look at this. What is – in real time, it looks like 59
slowed down
that the tackle was going to be made. What?
Yeah.
That's not swarming. I said one word to correct the Packers is swarm for the second half. They're still not doing it. Come
Here
on,
we
let's
go.
go.
The Lions are inside the red zone here, just outside the hot zone. Dump off to Swift. He's going to make a move on the inside. He gets inside the hot zone. Oh, Swift looks like he might have tweaked something there.
Don't want to see that. Obviously, the cold weather makes muscles a little tight.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. 7:41 left in the fourth. Oh, it looks like an ankle thing. Oh, he got kind of scorpion there too. Just a little bit.
Did he get hit in the head? Oh my God.
Yeah, he got a forearm shoved to the head there.
Clearly a forearm to the head, Mike. This is a foul for unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, but they didn't call it until So let me get this straight. So if it doesn't get called on the field, then dude, this is such bull crap. You know why? Yeah, I get it. It was a penalty. It was a penalty.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
by definition unsportsmanlike. But if
Yep.
they go to if there's an injury and they have extra time to look at a pass interference, they wouldn't call it. That's what Matt LaFleur is probably saying too. What?
Yeah.
You can throw penalties during
Yeah.
an injury.
Oh, he's saying play smart.
He's saying play smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still, I would be mad about that too. Like you can just pick and choose. Oh my God, what are you doing? Wait, dude.
So it was that, or what was it after the? So it wasn't on the actual play. It was after the fact. It looked like, right?
Yeah, Walker needs to come out of this game.
I guess he was just talking shit or something happened there. But I guess it was after the play. So I guess they didn't look at the
He's
replay.
disqualified.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that, and that's what I just said.
Oh, he just pushed the trainer. That's what he did, or a coach, something
And
like
now
that.
he's
Yeah,
going to be gone for the rest of the game. Good job, Quay Walker. Way to make it about you, buddy. You know what? I don't care if they disqualified him. If I'm the head coach, I'm taking him out of the game anyway.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And if your team loses, you can sit on that this offseason.
Yep, players disqualified. Yep, now he's gonna go talk to LaFleur.
Yeah, and it's easy to boo in the stands when you can't see on TV what just happened.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if that was on the big screen, they would understand.
I don't know. Did it seem like the trainer, and then he gets bumped again by 96? Did it look like the trainer kind of pushed him, or he was like, "Hey, let me get through"? Because I don't know.
He was trying to get through. His job is to run out onto the field and attend to the injured player. And Quay Walker's standing over, and he's saying, "Hey, bud, it's the bartender tap when you're trying to get behind people. It just move out of the way." And he shows his immatureness, his immaturity, and now he's out of the game. It really hurts the Packers.
So we got the Lions. First and goal. They are inside the point of no return here. They get a run for about a yard as Walker runs off the field. Man, I bet he wishes that he didn't do that because that was so dumb.
Yeah.
You want to be in this game right now. That's what you want to do. You want to be in this game.
Yeah, I can't say enough how just disappointing that is out of a guy that's really needed in this scenario.
Yeah. All right, second and goal on the 4. They give it to, is that Williams?
Touchdown.
Williams. And he gets, it looked like he got through. It looked like he crossed the plane. They're calling him short.
See if let's see if he challenges this.
It looked like right there is where he crossed. Yeah, that's definitely a touchdown. Yeah. And I think even with the extra
ball.
Yeah. So I think that's the only reason they didn't call it is because they can't even see the ball there. Yeah.
I think it was a touchdown, but it's just not enough to
same, yeah. They needed a better angle there. Here we go. Third and goal. Timeout. Golf calls a timeout. Woo! 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Dan Campbell looks like he snorted an entire kilo of cocaine with how red his nose is. That man looks like Rudolph.
He looks like he's been shoveling snow for 2 hours and he just can't stop because it keeps snowing.
Because it keeps building up on the ground.
Damn it! It just keeps snowing. Yeah. How do you feel, bud?
Yeah, there he is.
You know what though? You got to learn from it. You got to learn from it. You just can't keep being a jackass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I would have pulled him from the game even if he wasn't disqualified for that move right there.
All right, 3rd and goal at the half-yard line, more like the 3rd-yard line. Give it to Jamal Williams. He walks in for the touchdown.
For his second touchdown.
Second touchdown?
The ex-Packer. Trying to be the reason the Packers don't go to the playoffs. See if Aaron Rodgers has something to say about it.
I own you. I fucking own you.
Dude, would that be a hell of a celebration or what? Jamal Williams.
Nice. Wait, Jamal Williams or Rodgers?
If Jamal Williams for the Lions did that to the Packers.
Or you did like the discount double check or something like that.
Or something just trolling.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be a guy named Aaron Rodgers that probably might touch the ball last. So, but the extra point does make it a 4-point game. So,
yep.
Ooh,
6 minutes left. Woo.
That was just a bad series of events.
It was. Yeah, I mean, you had the unsportsmanlike conduct there after the fact too that really just kind of made it worse for the Packers. But I feel like this is something that the Packers still can use to be like, hey, let's overcome this. We can do it. And if they do, it's like, hey, we in the post-game conference, Aaron Rodgers is going to be like, look, we saw what happened. We thought, hey, why not? Let's try to overcome this. And we did. So this could work in the favor of both teams. I just hope it works in the favor of the Lions,
Yeah, the Lions win the season. God, I don't want to see Geno Smith in the playoffs.
But it's such a good story. Such a good story.
It's only a good story if something. It's not really a good story because they still need help to get in.
It's a great story. You're right.
It'd be a good story if they locked up the number 2 seed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're like, we need help. We have the same record as Detroit if we win, but we have the head-to-head.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for joining us here in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here with us for the final game of the 2022 regular season for the NFL. And it's a hell of a game that's going on right now too. So thank you guys for joining us. Oh, no way.
What?
I think Lovie Smith got fired.
Of course. Terrible this year.
Oh my God.
That
was 1 year though. That was 1 year.
I know. He led the worst team almost in the NFL.
That's insane. I didn't think it'd be one and done. I mean, he's been a coach before, but I think they fired him because of the whole winning the game thing, giving up the number 1 pick.
If you get hired as the maybe the worst team in the NFL, the second worst team in the NFL, and your new coach makes you the 3rd worst team in the NFL, there's really no improvement.
Better than second though.
Yeah, but do you have 31 years to progress at this rate? I mean,
yes.
Seattle's,
are you saying that the NFL won't be around for 31 more years? Wow.
Yeah, if the Packers win, it'll be so much better that Seattle's not in the playoffs.
But how cool would it be? We live near Seattle. How cool would it be?
Don't care.
Don't give a single fuck.
And if I was in Minneapolis on vacation, I wouldn't care either. I wouldn't be like, let's go Vikings.
Vikings, let's go. Skull.
Got to go with the home team.
Got to go with the vacation team.
It's like, hey, jackass, take your gloves off.
Dude, it's 70. Take your coat off.
vaping
right,
just
Packers.
so I
Huh?
feel like I'm vaping so I feel like I'm in Wisconsin.
So you can see your breath. Here we go.
We've seen
Here we
that play a couple
go.
times, but this
Aaron
time,
Rodgers.
ooh, good
Oh, got the
job.
ball off right on time.
Good job,
Great
Rodgers.
timing there.
Let's see.
Nice.
It's cold
Nice.
outside, but is there ice in the veins? We're about to find out.
Unseen Pets just stirring the pot in the chat. Just stirring the pot.
Grab a spoon.
Grab a spoon. That man
Eat my
had a
ass.
long sleeve shirt on and gloves, and that's it. That's insane. Stuffed at the line. Going to be third and, or was that third? No, 3rd and 2. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Yeah.
I would like to see more AJ Dillon under center on 3rd and 2 than shotgun formation. Aaron Jones. It's not a shot at Aaron Jones. It's like you're 3rd and 2. Bring in the power, man.
Yeah.
Out physical the Lions.
But I feel like both of those running backs are big boys. You know what I mean?
AJ Dillon's on another level. Look at him.
Is he? Oh, yeah.
AJ Dillon has entered the chat. Look at that boy.
He's compact. He's
good.
Thick.
What are you doing? Watson.
Made the play. Good play by Watson.
It looked like he could have cut in and gotten it immediately. And he took the outside, and it scared the crap out of me. Hold on one second.
Steve in the chat talking about Lovey. I think he deserved at least a couple of seasons to turn them around. Got to give him a chance to put together a team to compete after how bad of a position they were at. And that's kind of why I was surprised, where I was like, was it necessarily the number 1 overall pick? I mean, you could make a argument for that, but also like the Bears didn't need a quarterback. The quarterback was going to be there for the Texans, but I was just a little surprised because I would have thought you would give Lovey a little bit, another season at minimum, you know? Oh, out of bounds there. 1st and 10. Going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Packers.
Come on.
Oh, God.
I forget that people can see me and I can't just do things like that.
Oh, man.
Come
All right,
on.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
3:41 left in this game. In the NFL regular season, really. 3:41 left.
Come on.
Oh, God.
You got to
pass.
There's like no how do you not anticipate that? You see the sidearm. He
got pretty roughed up on that one.
That's not Tom Brady.
I know, right? Yeah. I feel like Aaron Rodgers gets a lot of calls, though. He's been around the league long enough to get those calls.
No,
though.
He's the villain. No one likes him.
Nah, that's facts. 3rd and 10 for the Packers. The Lions bringing pressure. Oh, he's throwing it long. Intercepted Lions. Wow.
Looks like Rodgers just took a deep shot, had the blitz coming in.
He stood in there and took whatever hit he got, though.
Did he even get his shoulder pad fixed?
Before the play, you look like he did. 3 times? That's his 3rd interception? Holy shit.
No. The last time they played, it was his 3rd pick.
Oh, overall in the season. Okay.
He had 3 picks in the matchup with the Lions the last time they played.
Oh, okay. I thought he meant that rookie for the Lions was his 3rd pick of the game. I was like, oh my God, that's insane. Well, we have really got a game now. The Packers really need to get something going here. They need to get the ball back, first of all. And they need to make something happen. They need to hold the Lions, I think, to a field goal here. at minimum, obviously, right? So at that point, they would be down 7 points. So if they can hold them to a field goal, they still have a shot. Maybe kind of make them score early. But yeah, that's kind of all the Packers can hope for now, because a touchdown by the Lions, and depending on the amount of time left, that could be it.
I'm trying to see. Okay, so they did cross midfield barely. They're going to start the drive on the 45. So a 3 and out would actually force a punt. There wouldn't even be a field goal attempt.
Yeah.
So
if they can get close enough, I don't know how good the kicker for the Lions is. I think it's what was his name? Blodgett, something like that. I don't know. I forget. He was on the Bears for a little bit. A 3 and out would be perfect. They would have to punt it, try to get it inside, as close to the end zone as possible. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because this is really a time for that Packers defense to really step it up and kind of you got to get a stop here. Got to get a stop.
It'd be a really good time to have Quay Walker.
I was gonna say the same thing. This just goes to show that little shit like that, things that you do, things that you don't expect to really affect the game. And this is one of those reasons, right, where it affects the game.
For sure.
All right. They show the one train that goes through Green Bay. Nice. 1st and 10 for the Lions on the Packers 45-yard line. Jared Goff fakes the handoff.
That hit the ground.
That did, right? Yeah, that was an incomplete. Yep, incomplete pass to St. Brown. He wanted that catch. It hit his hands. That was a bad drop. Oh, no way. No way.
Wow.
What is going on? So it ended in between his legs. It doesn't look like it touched the ground, but it does look like it touched the ground.
It looks like he doesn't have control of the ball, even with his legs at that point.
Right, but I think as long as it doesn't hit the ground, then somebody ends up with control. I think it's fine. It's a catch.
Yeah, if
they determine it is a catch. Yeah, if they determine it is a catch. Oh, they did. So it is a 1st and 10. There you go. There's Williams. Gets 9 yards there.
I would hold the timeout. Let him get a. Chances are they're going to get a first.
Yeah. I think they're going to wait until the 2-minute warning to call their next play. Oh, no, they call the timeout. Yeah.
I don't know about that, because now they get a first down and I guess. I'm just surprised Watson didn't turn into a defender on that play.
Well, yeah. I just think it's a little difficult at that point. You're running down the field with that speed. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to turn almost on a dime like that. And look at the belly on that guy. I don't know if you saw the defensive lineman there behind the coach.
Oh, no, I just saw the coach doing the.
Yeah, no, there's a big old belly behind them. That's what I aspire to be. Just an unhealthy American like I am.
Just a jolly old guy.
Yeah. And it looks to be, I think that's just, offsides. Yep, offsides on the Packers. Going to get a first down here.
They wasted their timeout.
They wasted the timeout. Yep.
I mean, unless that keeps the clocks. Yeah, you can tell the Packers are a young squad tonight.
Yeah.
Just like the emotional stuff, the pushing the player, the false starts, it's just They need like a veteran guy on that defense.
There's no way. What's his name? The coach for the Packers gets fired
What
for
is
this,
this?
right?
Why does it say 2nd and 1? Isn't there just a 5-yard penalty?
I was gonna say, isn't that a first down?
Is there something that I just missed?
What is going on with this? What is going on here?
Do we not just have a neutral zone infraction with a 5-yard penalty?
I was gonna say that. So it should be what, like 1st and 9 or 2nd and 9 after this? But why is there a second?
Right here, it's 2nd and 1. So now it's. Are we the only ones that?
Yeah, are we the only ones who are realizing what's going on right now, or? And the Packers just use a second timeout. Oh wow! So it is 3rd down. Oh no, 1st and. What is going on? What is going on? All right. Well, I guess it's a 1st and 10 for the Lions. I don't know.
It should be 2nd down.
I don't know what's
2nd and 9.
1st and 10. Lions are at the 21. They are close to the red zone here. 2 minutes, 17 seconds left, and Green Bay is going to take their final timeout.
But it should be 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
And then the third. Okay, so they had the neutral zone infraction, and then the next play was a run, and then they had that play, which means that this would be 3rd down, and the 2-minute warning would stop it, which means they would kick a field goal at the 2-minute warning, and the Packers would get the ball down 7 with like 1:57.
Yeah, I have no idea what is going on here. I'm confused. Kyle's confused. I feel like all of America's confused. I feel like the guys announcing this game are confused, but they just don't want to say it. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 at the Packers 22-yard line for the Lions. If they get a 1st down here, it's kind of over. We got a flag. It looks like it's going to be on the offense. I think it might be like a holding defense.
Yeah,
offensive holding.
Illegal block in the back.
Illegal block. Yeah.
Holding.
Yep. Yeah, because he was right there when he threw it, right where they had the screen set up. Yeah, he just fell on top of the dude.
I'm sorry, I can't get over what I can't get over.
Yeah, no, me neither. I don't know what happened. All we know now is we got a 2nd and 17.
From here, it would be a 48-yard field goal, 49-yard field goal.
2nd and 17 for the Lions. Wow. What a play.
Good tackle.
That was a hell of a play. I've never seen that before. That was a cool-ass play. I'm sorry, I got to say it. That was a cool-ass play.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. I thought it was a fumble for a second.
Yeah, me too. And yeah, a good tackle on who is that, number 90? Yeah, good tackle on him because he stopped the 1st down. Yeah. Do you think if they get a 4th down, Campbell will go for it?
It depends on if it's, let's say this 3rd down was a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 2, probably 3rd and 3. If they get, man, I think the Lions are going to run the same play that they ran against the Jets. What it is it's like a fake handoff. They line up in a power formation, and the tight end goes up like he's going to block, and it's like a delay. It's a delayed release. So he goes up to block, and then he just kind of slides out at the end. And then he throws it to the tight end. And if the Packers are playing the rush, I wouldn't be surprised to see that on 3rd down. And if it comes to 4th down, I think they would go for it and run that play.
That'd be a good play to run. But I think I don't know. I feel like with the way that the Packers have not been able to kind of stop the run, or at least like the running backs, they might just go to one of them. Honestly, it might just be one of them. Exciting game. Steve says, I think it's over. Lions got their ticket. Lions got their ticket to the offseason. There's no way they get a playoff anymore. If the Lions win again, if the Packers lose, the Seahawks are in as a 7 seed. So Lions and Packers.
The only ticket the Lions have is back to Detroit.
Yeah. That's the only ticket they got. The Packers need to win to go to the playoffs. The Lions need to win to play spoiler for the Packers, and that's about it.
The U.S. Bank Shopper Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card rewards all your moves.
Who would the if the Packers won or the Seahawks end up, who would they play again?
If the Packers won, they would play the Niners.
The Niners are the 2 seed now, right?
Yeah, and if the Seahawks go to the playoffs, they'll play the Niners.
So so either one will play the Niners, the number 2 seed.
Yeah, and then you would have Philly with the first round bye, and then Tampa will play Dallas, like we talked about.
Oh yeah. So it is looking up like that. That was such a good play.
Yeah, the Packers were there, and that was it was such a twist of emotions. It was like, yes! And then it was like, fuck.
Here we go. 3rd and 3.
They're going to run it.
Williams, 1 yard short, try. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. 1:50 left.
I mean, you got nothing to lose.
Yeah. If you're the Lions, you're just trying to get a first down here. His nose is so red. I'm sorry. His nose is so red. Like, it must be unbearably cold there because his nose is so fucking red. Steve saying, hey, it's a ticket either way. They still got to get home to Detroit. That's right. Looks like they're going for it. Oh shit. Here's the game. This is the game right here, everybody.
I personally would go for it if I was Dan Campbell.
I would too. I think I would too.
It's like, I mean, there was no question. It's Dan Campbell. Like, if it was 4th and 3, he would be going for it.
Yeah. If it was 4th and 10, he'd be going for it.
If they were going to the playoffs with a win, they might kick the field goal.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they might rely on their defense. Their defense has done pretty well. Their defense has done pretty well so far. Here we go. 4th and 1, baby. This is the fucking game right here. Shotgun formation.
He caught it.
First down. That's
DJ Chark Jr. acquired out of Jacksonville.
Jr. Yep. And that is game. Hutchinson giving it to the fans, even though he knows he's just going home to watch the playoffs too. Great.
I feel like
it was wide open. He was wide open.
He was.
Yeah.
I mean, the Packers linebackers have been really bad in coverage all day. And on top of that, I think a team this young in the Packers and the way they turn the season around to have an opportunity to go in the playoffs, I think they got to keep their head up. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of questions now about Rodgers' future, as there is every year. Do you think he'll be back in Green Bay next year?
I think so. I don't really see him out. I don't really see him out as a quarterback. I wanted to ask earlier, and I there was a play going on or whatever. There was that confusion with the first or second down. Again, I see Rodgers coming back. Do you see LaFleur coming back even after a season like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Same. I was going to say, I don't think it was ever in question.
Yeah, he was a first seed year after year. Rodgers giving some positive words of encouragement, not running off the field. We've seen that before from Tom Brady.
I was gonna say like Tom Brady versus Nick Foles. Remember?
Yeah.
Legendary in the chat. Wow. Yep. Wow, indeed. Good game though. I mean, that's the end of the NFL regular season for everyone. That was a great game between two NFC North teams that are very good. Well, maybe not
Roger
very good.
sharing a moment with Jamal Williams, the ex-Packer.
Ex-Packer. I'm going to modify the bet. You only have to throw out one glove. So that way when you're like, do I have the second glove? You can always remember this moment when the Packers got beaten by the Lions to get out of the playoffs.
When I go out for the Turkey Bowl to play some football, I keep my throwing hand with no glove.
There you go, and your catching hand just in case too. All right, well, everybody, that was the end of the regular season. The 2022 NFL regular season has come to an end on a very, very good game between the Packers and the Lions. Detroit Lions win 20-16, keep the Packers out of the playoffs, and launch the Seahawks and Geno Smith, not illiterate Geno Smith because he can't write back, and the Seahawks into the playoffs. Kyle, thoughts?
Honestly, I'm really disappointed. It's one of those moments for me where you don't realize how much you care until they're not in.
Yeah.
But yeah, just disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they did such a great job turning their season around, and Rodgers and Randall Cobb sharing a moment, obviously longtime teammates. It's an emotional moment there. Sorry, just didn't want to miss that moment.
No, for sure.
Yeah, the way they turned their season around, and I mean when they lost to the Tennessee, it was like they had no margin for error before the game. Now it's really over. And then 2 weeks later, they lost to Philly, and it was like, all right, pack your bags. And then they were able to get one, and then they just kept stacking wins and put him in really good situation here. And I think Rodgers really, as you said, he may have digressed a little bit in his. That's cool. He's got a jersey. They might have he might have digressed as a player, but I've seen him take a step forward in leadership, which is something that he's talked about a lot in this journey, in this 5-game stretch of trying to become more of a leader, and really, leading by example and trying to instill some belief into the young team. And it might have, fallen short, and they're out of the playoffs, but I think they should keep their head up because they fought till the end.
Yep.
And obviously just not the storybook ending for Green Bay or Detroit, honestly.
For sure. And I agree with like the step step forward in leadership, because he saw how important it is to be a leader to the young receivers, like a Watson, like a Dubs, and just like his team in general, how young they are. He definitely took that step forward, and I like it. I feel like he's been, I want to say spoiled, but also not spoiled, because the Packers have not spent a first round draft pick on a receiver, but he's also been spoiled in the fact that he's had guys like Cobb, like Devontae Adams, like Jordy Nelson. You could go down the list of the wide receivers he's had.
Donald Driver earlier in his career, Greg Jennings.
Yeah. Greg Jennings, all these
but it's
guys.
One of those, like, are those guys good because of,
and it's true.
That game?
It's very much an argument, right? Because we make the same argument for Tom Brady. Are these guys actually good receivers, or is it because of, the Brady effect? But yeah, I think he definitely took a step, like you said, forward in the right direction as far as like leadership and being that guy, being that veteran voice for a very young Packers team, which with the mistakes that were made, in a big game like this, you could kind of tell, right, that they were like, all right, this is a very young team. With the mistakes they made, a veteran team would not do that. So again, I agree with that for sure. I do love the you talked about the Packers, what they came from, coming back, stringing those wins. You got to give credit to the Lions too, with the fact that they made strides forward to be in the position where they were at this week in week 18 to possibly make the playoffs. Yeah, they needed the Seattle Seahawks to lose, but they were still in a position because of what they did prior after that 1-6 start. They were able to be here in the game like this, or at least prepare for a game like this, to possibly make the playoffs in, since 2016, 2014, something like that. So something
it's been a
to really
minute.
hang their hat on. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I think like going into next year, Detroit, I mean, I don't think that like there's two groups of people that miss the playoffs. There's people that miss the playoffs and it's like kind of back to the drawing board, like the Texans. It's like, okay, Lovie Smith. All right, we'll try some. Like, I think Detroit's in a position where they're in a different group where it's like, hey, we don't have to change anything. We just have to take what, how we are now as a football team and hang on to that with our life. Don't lose this. Don't lose this moment in Sunday night at Lambeau where you fought like that with nothing to gain. You don't forget about that feeling and start next season like that, and you'll be in the playoffs. You'll be a 10+ win team. And the NFC North, we talked about, Rodgers retiring, Bears, Justin Fields might be the future. I'm not so sure that the NFC North isn't gonna be the best division in football next year, because the Packers come out
You'll be up there.
like, the way that they've been playing the last 6 weeks. They come out and they're playing good. Minnesota comes out playing good. The Bears, with some draft capital, start getting their team maybe to play like the Lions are playing this year for the Bears next year, and the Lions take that next step. This could be like the NFC East with the Giants and the Commanders and the Eagles and the Cowboys.
I could see that. I could see and Jamal Williams on the post game crying. He cries every game. I feel like he's like Dan Campbell, but like if Dan Campbell was a black running back, he's just crying all the time. He's an emotional dude, and like you said, really former Packer. Yeah, he's just a former.
He reminds me of the guy in The Longest Yard that is he gets his steroids pills. He gets removed with estrogen. He's like, if you want me to cry, I will cry with you. What are you doing? Get off of me.
Why do you push me away? But no, this NFC North is gearing up to be one of the better divisions in the league. Again, Aaron Rodgers, he has identified his receivers in this young receiving core. They're going to get an entire offseason with this defense, with this coaching staff. They're going to build them up to be better players. The Bears have Justin Fields, have weapons on offense, but still need more weapons on offense, still need an offensive line, still need some defensive guys. The Lions are playing really well. Their defense just needs to step it up a little bit more because they've been bottom of the barrel this year. So if they can step up their defense next year, they're going to be very tough. And the Vikings, honestly, the Vikings are making the playoffs as a 3 seed. I'm going to tell you right now, first time you're going to hear here on Only Football by me, they're going to digress. They're going to take a big step back next year. There's no way they are back as NFC North champs next year. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the Vikings definitely are not going to have as good of a season next year as they had this year. But until the Packers, Lions, or Bears, I think they could still win it next year. I just don't think it's going to be
a chance.
I think they still have a chance because Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. Obviously, the last 6 weeks have been they've been a 500 team, and they've won 12 games by one possession, which lets you know that they're only a couple plays away from losing a lot of football games, right? But the Packers and the Lions and then the Bears, number 1 overall pick, if they were in a stronger division, I think the division will be stronger, but I wouldn't. I'm not crazy confident about that, but I think there's probably like a 70%, 60% chance that the Vikings don't win it next year. I don't think they're like going to be able to sustain the ball bouncing their way as many times as it did.
Yep.
And it'll catch up to them. And Kirk Cousins has a ceiling.
I agree with literally everything you said. I don't think the luck is going to be on their side. They're not going to come back 2 years in a row from a 33-0 deficit or whatever it was, right? They're not, is it possible? Sure. But I don't think I think it's more on leaning on the impossible side, right? The ball bouncing in their way. Yes, absolutely. It's just, there was a lot of things that went in their favor this year that got them to the win. They got them to the NFC North ground. And look, you can't be mad at it this year, right? Because it does happen sometimes. It happens to teams all the time in the NFL. You can't be mad at it. You're just like, well, this year it was the Vikings. The next year it's going to be the I don't know, the Cardinals, for example, or the Bears, or this team or that team. That's just how the NFL goes. I mean, look what happened this year. We waited until week 18 for the playoffs to actually be set. So who knows? Because we were like, who knows if it could be like an NFC East, like you said, where all the teams were in the playoff hunt at one point, or it could be more like, I don't know, like the NFC West, where it's like, okay, maybe one team really comes out of the front runner. Yes, Seattle came out of that as a 7 seed, but still, they had to wait until week 18 to do that. So, again, we can speculate all we want. But what I will say is playoffs, baby. It's playoff time. Some of the most exciting football you're going to see in the NFL. Obviously, wild card weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and I believe I saw a Monday game there. Am I confused?
I don't think there's a Monday game.
I could have sworn there was one on the graphic, but I might be wrong.
I think there's 2 games on Saturday, or 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday. I've never seen a Monday game. Maybe you're right. Don't quote me. I didn't see anything. So
yeah, because I saw like 3 rows on that graphic, and I saw the Saturday game was Seattle 49ers. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I didn't even bother to look at the bottom 2 rows. So, but yeah, man, it's gonna be very, very fun.
I would rather see. Okay, so here it is, 4:35 on Saturday. Yeah, there's one game on Monday. It's the Cowboys Tampa Bay.
Oh, that is going to be a sick fucking game.
So we got streaming Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Let's go. Let's go.
I think, what's up? Right. Am I right or wrong? I think the Packers or Detroit would have been a better game against San Francisco than Seattle.
Yes, you're right. It's a better game. But I hate the Packers, so I'm glad the Lions won. But yes, I agree. The Lions would have been very entertaining to play against the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers going up against basically his Achilles heel, Brock Purdy, and the 49ers would have been very, very entertaining too. As I got the graphic up here, the Chargers taking on the Jaguars Saturday on NBC Peacock. So I will say this right now. I will be in Seattle on Saturday. So I may not join you for those.
You're going to the game.
Games. No, God. Yeah, right. I'm going to San Fran, actually, right? So I will be in the area. I will try to gauge what the Seattle Seahawks fans are feeling for that game. So I will let you guys know what I'll probably try to make some content out of it. So we'll see.
They're going to get their no, I won't say that. They're going to get beat bad.
Say it. Say it, Kyle. No. Say it. Say it.
They're going to get beat bad. I'm glad you broke your arm.
They're going to take a whooping. I'm glad you broke your arm. I like this. Tyler, Bears guy still sucks. And Tyler here in the comments. Sorry I couldn't join because I was at a restaurant for this game, but possibly Rodgers' last game at Lambeau. Interesting to see what he has to say in the post-game interview. I disagree. And Kyle, you disagreed as well. I guess, Tyler, I'm interested to kind of read why you think that, but I disagree. I don't think it's going to be his last game at Lambeau.
Yeah, I definitely think that Rodney Harrison, stop it. Before the game, you did a Lambo leap and picked the Packers. Now you're over there hyping up the Lions fans. Stop it. Just go stand over on the other side of the desk. Jesus.
He's a former Steeler. He liked the yellow or the gold almost. The yellow.
Can you just pick a side? He's a he's a former Patriot. He played with Tom Brady.
Oh, you're right, Patriots. Sorry.
Yeah, it was so funny. He interviewed Tom Brady the other day, and he was like, "Dude, you sucked last week." He did like one of those funny in the tunnel interviews, and you saw how old he looked next to Tom Brady, and I'm like, they played together.
Rodney Harrison came in the league after Brady and retired before Brady, and he looks like shit.
Rodney Harrison retired more than a decade ago.
No.
Yeah, because I remember I
Wow.
lived in Jacksonville in 2008. I think he retired.
Really?
Yeah, no,
I thought
2009, 2010 he retired.
I gotta look this up because that doesn't sound right.
When
But
did
oh my
Rodney Harrison
god,
retire? He retired. Not Ronnie Harrison, Rodney.
15 seasons.
2009, yeah.
Yeah, 2009. So he was. So he was.
Dude, I'm
in
on the
league
money.
Before.
I have so much in here that is useless unless I have a sports podcast.
Which we do. Hey,
yeah, finally, I feel finally useful.
Let's see. Tyler saying Rodgers has obviously expressed his displeasure about getting beat in the NFC Championship or divisional round for the past 3 years. We haven't improved at all and keep failing every year. And that goes back to, I guess, like the whole not drafting a big name receiver in like the first round, for example, in the last like decade or whatever it has been.
Well,
and instead drafting Love.
He's okay. I watch a lot of this stuff too. Rodgers has not. Rodgers is a competitor, so he has displeasure in losing in the NFC Championship, just like any competitive person would. I don't think it has anything to do with animosity towards Green Bay. He asked Green Bay for a big contract, and he asked Green Bay for a lot of power in a franchise that has no owner, so he can literally get away with being kind of like the most important person in the building at all times. Where if he goes to New England, it's like even Bill Belichick's not the most important guy in the room. Robert Kraft is. You know what I mean? Like an owner brings a lot of order and a chain of command kind of aspect to the field, where the Packers kind of are like, sure, give Rodgers everything. It's owned by the people. So like, I don't think Rodgers necessarily wants to leave. I think he likes where he is. He's said a million times he wants to retire a Packer. He likes the old school style of. He's like always talking about players just jumping around and switching jerseys. He's like, I'm old school. If you're a Packer, you're a Packer till you die. And that is like always been his thing. So this is my opinion. If Rodgers doesn't play next year, that means he retired. If he's not here, he'll be on jeopardy. It's one or the other. Like, it's not like he's going to go be the quarterback for Tennessee. I know Colin Cowherd loves to talk about it 7 times a week, but it's not going to happen. He's not leaving Green Bay. He's going to retire, or he'll be back next season. And I don't think a guy like him is going to go out and not even making the playoffs. He may go out losing an NFC Championship game. He's not going out in Week 18. That's just, to me, that's just not Rodgers. I think he will come back next year. I think the Packers will be better. I think they'll compete for the division. I think they'll win the division next year. But yeah, I do think they're going to make some moves in the offseason. Quay Walker, they got a young team. Christian Watson might emerge to be a top 10 receiver. Dobbs, if he could get in the top 25, that would be really good. Tunyon, a good tight end. They still have their dual threat with Aaron Jones and the other running back, the big one, AJ Dillon. So like the pieces are there. They're just very inexperienced and young. They need to just build on what they have right now and not digress because of this game. They just got to, this is what we did wrong. Watch the film. I mean, this kind of, I hate to say this, but this felt like a classic Aaron Rodgers playoff game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Rodgers just doesn't do enough to get it done. He's amazing last week against Minnesota, right? And then we come into a game that's extremely important against a really good team, or a team that played really good. Either way, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And Rodgers wasn't the best player on the field today. There has to be some kind of self-evaluation. You can't just be great, in week 3. You can't just be great in week 10. You need to be great when it's win or go home, or when you're in the playoffs. And I don't know. I feel like I could make excuses for him, but it's the most the Aaron Rodgers era in Green Bay is probably one of the most confusing eras I've ever seen, because I do think he's like one of the most talented throwers of the football I've ever seen. And I don't know why it doesn't necessarily translate to important games. And it's not like Peyton Manning where you can be like, he chokes in the cold weather. Rodgers loves the cold. It's like, I don't know what it is, and that's what makes it confusing. But you talk about kind of reliving you become your parents. Rodgers is becoming Brett Favre, one Super Bowl, all of those years in Green Bay, never able to, his last game as a Packer was losing in the NFC Championship in a wild card team, the Giants, that didn't even have a winning record. So I feel like Rodgers in a way is becoming his father, which in this case is Brett Favre. And they're both extremely talented quarterbacks that just couldn't get the job done when it mattered the most. And what do you think he'll ever get over that hump and win one more?
As a Bears fan, I hope not. As a football fan, as someone who's seen a lot of Rodgers, a lot of the Packers, there is, like you said, something where it just doesn't click for him in huge games, or against the 49ers, or against certain quarterbacks, against certain defenses that year, where he just does not play like he plays when he is outstanding. 3-4 touchdowns, 400 yards. He's almost Mahomes-like, right, in a sense. Where he's just making those where he's just keeping that consistency through games. It's just the playoffs, man. It's just you can also kind of say it's not necessarily Rodgers. It can also be the team in the playoffs. The team chokes. The coaching can choke, right? I feel like we do put a lot of value on the players, or we put the players in their microscope. Guys like an Aaron Rodgers, like a Tom Brady, like a Manning, like a Wilson, like a this, like a that. But we also have to look at, is the play calling there? Are the other players catching the ball, running the ball? Is the defense, is the line doing their job? There's a lot of things that go into it. I think because the quarterback is such an important position, the most important position in football, we really just blame it on those guys. So it might not even be Rodgers' fault, right? It might just be that, yeah, sure, we can sit here and say the 49ers are his Achilles heel or his kryptonite, this and that, but we got to really look into the games. Did the offensive line do well? Did this happen? What was the play calling? So I in that sense, with the young team that he has, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think he'll get a Super Bowl. And this is me speaking as an NFL fan. As a Bears fan, I hope it doesn't happen. But as an NFL fan, I just can't see him get over that hump for a number 2 for the second Super Bowl.
And I'll say Peyton Manning was 14-13 in the playoffs. So he had one more win, but no one talks about 13 losses in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning was another quarterback that was extremely good, and then the playoffs came around and it was like, hey, where's Peyton? You know what I mean? It was like, so Rodgers right now is 12-10. So he's got 2 more wins than losses in the playoffs. Peyton Manning was 14-13. So maybe they're just more similar when it comes to the postseason. Because when I think about Rodgers in the playoffs, I think about Peyton Manning. I really do. I'm like, hey, I knew a guy like that just when it came into the playoffs, it was just a different type of player. And I just wanted to answer one of these questions really quick from Tyler. He said the Packers aren't giving Rodgers any say, and he alluded to the Devontae Adams being gone and being pissed off. But I think from the interviews that I heard from there's like a podcast where they sit down and talk to the people, and it's not like professional. They cuss and stuff and talk about living in Vegas and all this stuff. Devontae Adams talked about he wanted to play with Carr. So
Yeah.
I think even if Rodgers said like, "Hey, I want Adams to stay,"
Mhm.
Devontae Adams chose to go to the Raiders,
Yep.
and that was his decision. So I don't really think Aaron Rodgers saying, and Aaron Rodgers has said multiple times that he respected what Devontae Adams wanted to do. They're really close friends,
Mhm.
and sometimes friends let their other friend, live out their life the way they want to.
Yeah.
So I don't think Rodgers would have, willed Devontae Adams to stay if he never wanted to in the first place. So
Yeah, for sure. And then, again, there's a lot of things that go into this money. The business. Do you want to stay here? Do you want to go there? Do you want to play with this person? Do you want to play with that person?
And it looks like it worked out. You give Devontae Adams $100 million. Now you got Watson, who is not Devontae Adams, but you didn't have to spend $100 million either.
Yeah. I mean, eventually they probably will if he continues doing what he's doing. So hopefully Watson becomes, well, actually, hopefully he doesn't, because I'm a Bears fan. But hopefully for Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers fans, he becomes a wide receiver that they can kind of lean on, especially him and Dubs. But we've got the playoffs to look forward to. Going to be a great show tomorrow, Monday afternoon show for everyone that knows our schedule. Tomorrow, we're going to not only break down the Week 18, but I think we could touch on the playoffs a little bit. If not, get some other stuff done. But we will definitely touch on it. Stay tuned for my some content I'm going to make. I'm going to make sure I'm going to have my dog pick all the Super Wild Card weekend picks.
Love it.
To see who he picks. And stay tuned for Monday's episode with Kyle and I here on Only Football. Kyle, do you have anything else before we skedaddle up out of here?
That's all I got. Congrats to the Bears fans that wanted to see Rodgers out of the playoffs.
This is my Super Bowl.
This is my Super Bowl. Now, the last thing I will say before we hit the official see ya. Who is your playoff team?
Are we picking AFC, NFC, or are we picking one?
Not like who do you have winning it, right? Because I probably have
who you're rooting for.
Yeah, like who are you? We don't have a dog in the fight at this point.
Yeah.
So like what bandwagon are you jumping on? Maybe it depends.
I have to stick with my preseason pick, the Bills. Sticking with the Bills, I think, at least for the AFC side. If we're picking only one team to kind of root for this entire playoffs, I'm rooting for the Bills. If we're going AFC, NFC, I think in the NFC, I like the 49ers. So I'm going 49ers, Bills. But again, if we've only got one team to root for, I'm going Bills all the way.
I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I want to see Brock Purdy win the Super Bowl.
It would be crazy to see him win it, wouldn't it?
Dude, that would be Purdy insane.
I would be so Brock hard if Purdy won it. I know the Cowboys are gonna just choke it away too. But I can't imagine the Cowboys winning it though. Jeez, that'd be insane.
I'm gonna be the biggest Tampa Bay fan on Monday. It's gonna be insane.
You mean Tom Brady fan?
I just want to see Tom Brady like send the Cowboys home. Like, hey,
I would love to. Yeah,
it's like that Drake song. Still here, dog. I'm
still here. Still here now.
Tom Brady gonna remind the world
be,
who
that
he
that
is.
that whole next weekend is gonna be great. It's gonna be great football. So stay tuned for our live streams of that. I'll try to get some stuff from Seattle if I can. So that should be fun. But yeah, man, that's kind of it for me. Detroit wins. The NFL regular season is over. Super Wild Card weekend next weekend. Very exciting stuff. It's going to be our first playoffs as a podcast. We've completed our first regular season as a podcast. We're now moving on to our first postseason as a podcast. We've done very well for ourselves, Kyle.
I think so. I honestly, it's just been amazing the support that we've gotten from everybody, going from just you and me chit chatting, which honestly I enjoyed that too.
That was great. That was a great time.
It was awesome, and then getting JST to come in from the UK, and then seeing the raid happen, and then Jinja and everybody just slowly start coming in, and now it's a little family. So I'm just really
I
grateful
love it.
for all of you guys that are keeping this channel alive. And this isn't the end of anything. So we're going to be having a lot of content. We're going to have a teaser coming up for you. We'll have that tomorrow for you to let you know. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going into the regular season. So it might be the end of the regular season, but it's not the end of Only Football in Star 6 Media. So stay with us.
Not at all. Thank you again to all the people in the chat, both Tylers, Unseen Pets, Legendary, Steve. I think we had Ginger in here for a little bit, right? Dalton. Who else? Who else did we have in here? We had a lot of people in here. But like, my wife, Natalie, thank you for being in here and trolling again. I love it. And making Kyle and I make a bet. Yeah.
In KC.
And KC, yeah, we had Jack in here too for a little bit. So yeah, thank you guys. And like Kyle said, this has become a family as we close the book on the NFL regular season. Our first NFL regular season as a podcast. We open the book to the postseason. So appreciate all that from you guys joining us here. And with that, follow us at Star 6 Media. You see the ticker down there on all of our socials. We are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Facebook. You can follow us at _ Star 6 Media on Twitter. As Kyle trying to get his handle. Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me at oh, dude, once we actually get a really big studio, I want to be able to grab my handle and pull it down.
Just bring it down.
You can find me at FTBL Only Podcast, Football Only Podcast. So follow me, please.
And you can follow me at And Now Rick for all your Crying Bears fans tweets and all that good stuff. And and other than our live streams, our Mondays and Wednesday episodes, you can find on all podcast streaming platforms, so Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, all sorts of good stuff. So go and listen to our episodes as well. And if you wouldn't mind rating us, sharing us, liking us, subscribing, so you get all the notifications when we go live again. All right, Kyle, this was a great stream. End of the NFL 2022 regular season. What a way to go. Anything else before we get out of here, Kyle?
That's all I got. To you, to the chat, into the NFL 2022 regular season. See ya!
See ya!